And bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome. We are here at historic Spartan Stadium, Week 10. This is our last regular season game. Again, you've dropped in on two guys in the stands with microphones, calling the game tonight for Notre Dame versus East.
Yeah.
Adam, there is a lot riding on this game.
A lot riding on the game is right. Chuck, we got playoffs at stake. We got the conference championship at stake.
Oh, man.
We got bragging rights, a big rivalry game.
I'm telling you.
East and Notre Dame goes way back.
It does. You know, it's funny. We just did the big game last night, the Halloween Bowl with Wheelersburg and West. I mean, this is kind of an identical rivalry,
Yes.
you know, in
Yes,
that
it
they
is.
both go way back.
And they end the year on Saturday night, the last game of the year for this area besides the playoffs.
That's it.
Everyone's here. Every team. I've seen kids from Wheelersburg, Memphis. Everybody's here tonight to watch this game.
Now,
Big game.
Now, for those of you in the audience who's been following us all year, you know that I'm Chuck Jones, and this is Adam Cox, and we're here with the whole Zone Sports crew. Justin Dixon, Tyson Trinidad, Andy Millay. Absent on the mic this season has been Tony Lavender. We wish him well, and we can't wait till he gets back. But you know, we've had a ball coming into your homes.
It's been awesome.
And doing this. This is the big thing that we look forward to each year is high school sports.
Right.
In that it seems to be a driving force here in Southern Ohio.
It is.
You know?
It's something that communities rally around their kids. They support the community. They get out and they cheer on their teams. Here come the Titans onto the field, Chuck.
That's it.
Home team looking to make some noise and make the playoffs.
That's
Notre
it.
Dame wins, they're in.
They're in. You know, I tell you, I don't know. I was trying to look up on the computer rankings. I mean, it's got both of them in the top 8 right now.
Right now.
But how this game shakes up, somebody may not be in.
Well, last night's Valley win over Memphis helped East out tremendously.
Did it?
Because they beat Valley. It gave them points for Valley's win.
Okay.
So that might have secured their spot. But if they win, they're in. They control their own destiny. Both teams are here to make the playoffs tonight.
That's it. Now here we got the East Spartans entering the field, and they are just set. Look at them. They've got a great fan base covering them tonight. Tons of people on the field, and they are here to play. You know, when it comes, like we said last night, when it comes to these kind of rivalries, you know, the season's record kind of goes out the window. I mean, we saw West play better than they played all season last night and really give Berg a run for their money.
Yes, they did.
You know?
And I'll tell you, tonight's game is going to highlight two of the best players in the SOC.
Okay.
Akia Brown for East, Sam Kaiser for Notre Dame.
Yep.
They're going to go back and forth. Last year, I think they both rushed for over 200 yards in this game and multiple touchdowns. So it's hard to say what's going to happen, but I will tell you this. Look for Sam Kaiser and Akia Brown to be big factors for their team to win tonight.
I think you're totally right. And you know what? I'm gonna let the audience in on a little secret here. After our last Notre Dame game, we kind of, we saw how talented Sam was. We watched him play and everything else. And his mom said, you know what? I don't want him watching you guys. You're going to give him a big head.
Really?
You know? Yeah. Yeah. So,
Hey.
but anyway, he is a great player. Akia is a great player.
He's a great kid.
He is. He
He's a good
comes from a
kid.
good family. I
Yeah.
mean, and that's one nice thing about all the teams we've covered. You know, I mean, high school athletics brings to it a different flavor of kid. You know, most of them are great kids.
Yeah.
They want to be great kids, whether they come from, traditional two-parent households or split households or anything else. They have a different set of morals and mindset where they want to succeed.
They do. And today's pregame, today's pregame is brought to you by McDonald's.
As always.
They're our pregame sponsor.
And we are big fans of McDonald's.
Yeah, we love them.
You know, you can't beat the
Parsley
fact that
and Willisburg
they finally
and them.
opened up some breakfast menu all day long.
Yeah.
You know,
And they've been helpful all year long by sponsoring our pre and post games.
they have.
And
they have.
you know, we couldn't have done it without them. Thank
That's
you
it.
again to McDonald's by bringing you this SOC championship tonight.
And if you get a chance, go in there and tell them when you order that you're happy with their support of Zone Sports. I'm sure they'd love to hear it.
Brady Dalton is going to be kicking off for the East High Tartans. You got my roster, Chuck?
I do have rosters.
Brady Dalton's going to be kicking off for the Tartans. And deep is going to be you-know-who, Mr. Sam Kaiser and Mr.
That's
Johnson.
the Titans.
Isaiah Johnson and Sam Kaiser are the deep guys. Brady Dalton to kick off.
The Tartans. There we go.
There's a
It
kick.
is a low,
Line
long
drive,
kick.
and it squibs through.
And they are on the move. The Titans are going down the field.
Akia Brown with a nice open field tackle.
Looked like you got about 18 yards on that.
Well, it's going to be Titans ball at the 29-yard line. We didn't get a chance to take a break, but we do want to thank all of our sponsors tonight to get this game started. Like we've said before, this game has a lot to ride on it.
It does.
When you're in, you control your own destiny.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it's all about. So let's see exactly what they come out with. We know Notre Dame's a run-heavy offense.
They are.
They got Mr. Cassidy in the shotgun. Drew's a quarterback that's a junior.
There's the snap. Handoff.
And it's got Kaiser.
And
Kaiser's
he is
got
on
a
the
hole.
move. He's broke
He
free.
broke.
The 40, the
He
30,
is gone.
the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown Titans. And the Titans get on the board first in this game in less than 20 seconds.
Wow. Sam Kaiser cut in on Akia Brown and took it to the house.
I'm telling you.
One play, touchdown.
You know, it's going to be one heck of a game tonight.
It is. Sam Kaiser with a one-touch, 6-point performance. Drew Cassidy will be in to kick the extra point. And Chuck, just like that, Kaiser takes it to the house.
That's it. 19 seconds. That's it.
Unreal.
We've lined up for the kick.
Not exactly the way the Tartans defense wanted
There it
to
is.
start off the
And
night.
it's good.
Cassidy puts
Now we've got Notre Dame 7, East 0, and we'll
Wow.
take a quick break and come back right after this.
wow.
Many people know that at the battery terminal in Ashland, Kentucky, we sell automotive, marine, and recreational vehicle batteries. But did you know we also sell
Power wheels, motorcycle, and wheelchair batteries.
We also sell batteries for garage door openers, watches, cordless phones, and cell phones.
The Battery Terminal is a family-owned business located in Ashland, Kentucky. We've been in business for 28 years, and we are here to service your battery needs.
He broke Akia's
And we're
ankles.
back here at historic Spartan Stadium,
Sorry.
where the Notre Dame Titans have just taken the lead with the first 19 seconds of the game, bringing the score Titans 7, Tartans 0. Everybody's lining back up for the next kick, as it looks like Cassidy's getting ready to kick.
Mr. Cassidy can kick with the best of them.
Everybody's lined up. There we go. It's a long, low one all the way
Not
back to
even
the end
returnable.
zone. I think it bounced at the 1 yard line. That's a nice long kick to have no height on it, you know?
Well, now let's see what East can do to answer. Now, I will let you know this. East is led by senior quarterback Drew Lowe, who has became the all-time leading passer in East history a couple weeks back.
Really?
Drew Lowe can throw the ball. Don't be surprised if you see him hook up with a couple different targets, as he likes to throw the ball. They also like to get Akia Brown to many touches as possible. But number 77 on the line is Blaine Scott, the 4-star, 5-star recruit.
We've got a flag. It's against the Tartans. Illegal substitution for East. So we're going to move it 5 yards back and start again.
An illegal substitution on your first play. Notre Dame goes 70 yards for a touchdown on their first play, and East goes 5 yards back on their first.
Yep.
Tell two sides there. Drew Lowe in the shotgun.
Here we go.
He looks.
He's
He's got Akia Brown wide
He's
open.
hit the target,
and
he's
Akia
gone.
Brown is gone
40.
to the house.
30, 20, 10, and touchdown, Tartans.
One play on both sides equals 7 points. This could be a shootout.
Yeah, I think it will. Well, the Tartans immediately answer the Titans with an identical touchdown.
85-yard touchdown.
Wow.
It's going to go back and forth.
11:27 to go.
Look at that.
7-7 is the score.
I tell you, how many seconds was that? Let's see, 14? So they beat him by 5 seconds.
Nothing for nothing, but we mentioned two guys before the show that was going to come down to who decided this game was Akia Brown and Sam Kaiser.
That's it. And
And
we've
they
seen them both. We've seen them both.
in the first 30
There's
seconds.
a snap. Oh, they're going for the runaround. And they are stopped
No!
for the 2-point
The
conversion.
Titans.
The Titans
They hold up.
hold the Tartans and pin them down at 6 points.
7-6 is our score. Hey, I'll tell you this. 33 seconds into the game, both kids we said you watch have took it over 70 yards for touchdowns for their team.
That is crazy. You know? Well, I tell you what, while they're setting back up, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come back right after this.
You've always been able to recognize value. The decisions you make today put you on the road to where you want to be tomorrow. Throughout your life, you've planned and made smart decisions. You deserve State Auto's Prime of Life to protect your home and autos. Find out more about Prime of Life and other State Auto products.
Call Barrett Murphy, your local State Auto Insurance Agency.
We're back here at historic Spartan Stadium, where the Notre Dame Titans and the East Tartans are at a 6-7 standoff. The Tartans just missed a 2-point conversion.
Dalton's going to be back deep to kick. Here comes Dalton's kick. It's
There
a low
it
one.
is.
Again, away from Kaiser. Smart to Mater.
And
Mater
he's
cuts it up
moving.
the middle of the field, and he's got
got
oh! What a stick by number 45,
Down
Braden
about the
Haney.
37.
Number 45, Braden Haney, is a freshman, and he just stuck his nose right in there on Mater and made the tackle.
That's it.
Nice tackle there by the freshman, number 45. I've heard a lot of good things about Haney. I really have.
Yeah.
I've heard how well he's been playing as a freshman at defensive end.
Yeah.
He's a nightmare in the backfield because he's so quick off the ball.
Everybody's back up to the line.
Let's see if Notre Dame can score on their second play. Here's Cassidy. Johnson in
Snap,
motion.
the handoff.
Johnson has room.
He's moving
and
out.
Johnson is gone.
He's got a hole.
Oh,
It's a fumble.
And Akia Brown has it.
It's picked up by the Tartans.
Akia Brown's making people
Brown
miss.
is moving it. Look at
Whoa,
it. We've got
flags
oh,
are
we've got a couple
everywhere.
flags.
But the Titans fumble the ball. Johnson fumbled. Akia Brown picked it up and made some moves. Looks like there is a couple.
The last ref just threw a flag. Did you see that?
Well, I think there might have been a couple flags, but most of them are going to be blocks in the back on the return. It's going to be a spot foul from where it occurred. It's going to be East ball, 1st and 10 after they mark it off 10 yards. And that's what they're doing now. Spot foul, which blocking the back on East on the return of the fumble by Akia Brown.
Yeah.
Johnson gained 22 yards and then coughed up the ball.
Oh, man.
Coughed it up.
Well, they slung him around pretty good.
I will tell you this, the one game that Notre Dame let go this year was because of the fumbles.
Really?
They lost a game early in the season because they put the ball on the turf. Again, we see him, and again, honestly, against Sims Valley, they had 2 or 3 fumbles, just that they was already up so big it didn't really affect them.
You're right.
But if they can't hold on the ball, it could be costly here in this SOC championship.
Snap. Looking for and
Drew Lowe's throw
incomplete.
is Drew Lowe looking for 25. He's looking for Zane Scott there. Zane Scott was open. Drew's throw was a little low, but it will bring up 2nd down and 10. Now, what I would like you to watch, Chuck, is number 77 for the offensive line for East. His
He's
name
a hoss.
Blaine Scott. He's a 4-star recruit, number 17 in the country on offensive linemen. He's already had 41 scholarship offers from Division I schools.
That is awesome.
Yes. Blaine Scott, number 77, is going to be the man that protects Drew Lowe there and anchors that offensive line. Drew Lowe drops.
Snap. He's in trouble. He grounds it. I think the Titans coach is a little upset about that. You know, when he called intentional grounding.
Yeah, they wanted the intentional ground call, but Drew had his hand gone forward to Dalthett was in the area.
Number 12, Drew Lowe.
Let's see what the
Titans are holding them hard. At the
Tartans can do here as we're bringing up 3rd down.
Oh, and we have a flag.
Late flag.
Against the Tartans.
Intentional grounding's called on Drew.
Well,
I don't know if I'd agree with the call. If you don't call it when it happens and you got to talk about it, you shouldn't probably call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. That just causes animosity.
Yes, it does.
Call it, sit on it, make it yours.
Drew Lowe's in the shotgun, but it's going to be 3rd and about 25 from the 23-yard line. But this is a high-powered offense that can.
There's a snap, and they're after him. Long pass.
Intercepted.
And it's intercepted. The Notre Dame Titans are moving. And he's brought down, but not without a gain of at least 11 to 14 yards.
Blaine Scott with a nice tackle on Mr. Kaiser.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sam said, holy moly, I'd better get down, because it looked like he just avoided the contact because Blaine was going for him.
That's it. He
I would have
slid
too.
down.
I would have too.
You know?
Big interception by Mr. Kaiser. Another play. Now listen, we've had 4 possessions, 2 by East, 2 by Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Akia scored. Sam scored.
Mm-hmm.
Akia has a fumble recovery. Kaiser has an interception. This game is getting out of hand with those two. It's going to be a fight to the end of the 4th quarter between those two. Johnson again.
Tartans.
Oh, nowhere to go as he's brought down by a band of Tartans.
That's it.
Now, I know when we do Willersburg games, we call them a band of pirates.
That's it.
But do you still say a band of Tartans?
I don't know. I mean, what would be the? I guess Tartans are kind of Celtic, right? Maybe it's a tribe.
A tribe?
A what? A squad.
Squad.
He thinks it's a squad. We'll
Squad of Tartans brought him down.
That's it.
What would the Titans be, Andy?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Officials time out.
We'll not say that on air.
We're not gonna.
We're not gonna go there, Andy.
No more interjections from Andy.
Kinda.
When you're playing football.
2nd down and 9. 10-19 to go here in the 1st quarter. Seems like we played longer than 2 minutes.
I'm telling you. Look at this. And we've barely over a minute and a half, aren't we?
Yeah.
Or 2.5. There we go.
1 minute, 41 seconds to go. The battle of time possession has not really been a factor yet, as we played a minute 41 and both teams had the ball twice.
I'm telling you. Here we go. Everybody's back at the line.
Cassidy in the shotgun. Fakes
There
it
we
to
go.
Kaiser.
And then Drew Cassidy is
got
moving
it.
down the line. And it's dangerously close. Dangerously
He
close
didn't get
to
in.
the touchdown.
They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Yeah, the 1 yard line.
But I'll tell you one thing. Cassidy faked it to Kaiser Everybody on that Tartan defense went with Kaiser and
You're
left
absolutely right.
Cassidy wide open. Wide open.
The Titans are figuring out what they're going to do.
Well, I'd say here what your best bet is to win that offensive push and to get Mr. Kaiser up into the end zone. I'm giving it to number 2. Oh, Cassidy with a keeper.
There
Touchdown.
we go. Touchdown, Titans.
Nice play by Drew Cassidy as he gets in.
He does well. So now that brings the Titans up to 13. While the Tartans are still at 6. We're going to see how this extra point goes, as the Titans will probably kick.
I'd say they're going to kick.
You know, I think if I was the Titans right now, I'd go for the 2-point conversion. What do you got to lose?
No, not when you got Mr. Cassidy, the best kicker around. That's a guaranteed point. It's going to put you up by 8, which forces East to have to go for 2 again the next time.
That's probably why I don't coach.
Stick to broadcasting.
There's the
Chuck.
kick. And it's good. Here at Historic Spartan Stadium, the Notre Dame Titans just score the 14th point, and the East Tartans are at 6. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Go nuts for donuts at Krispy Kreme across from Portsmouth High School.
Splitting that.
And we're back to Historic Spartan Stadium, where the Notre Dame Titans are up on the East Tartans by a score of 14-6.
Hey, ladies. We had to get our split the pot tickets. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Had to holler at the ladies to come up and buy those split the pots.
Hey.
Cassidy will be doing the kicking, and we got Akia Brown deep for the Tartans. 14-6 with 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Titans are on the lead by 8. Chuck's getting his split the pot fix in.
There's the kick. Thank you.
To Flannery. Flannery takes it at the 2. Looking for some room.
And East is moving downfield. He's looking for the holes. It's a fumble. It looks like East may have recovered the ball, but it's hard to tell. I mean, it definitely bounced off one Tartan's hand. And when we get to the bottom of the stack,
who's got the ball? Notre Dame has it.
It is the Notre Dame Titans. They are getting the ball tonight. Look at that.
Well, he didn't secure the ball. The strip came out. Ball popped loose. Titans jump on it. Isaiah Johnson recovered the fumble. A big play for the Titans.
Big play. Now this is a great opportunity for them to kick it up a notch.
And they haven't been slowed down. East hasn't showed any signs of being able to figure out the Titan offense at all. Kaiser split left to Cassidy's side. Johnson and over there with Mater. They hand it to Kaiser. And we got a flag.
That'd be interesting to see what the flag is. Refs are going to discuss this.
Looks like they're talking it over. It came from the sideline, which is not where you get the hold call. False start. Okay.
On the Titans. So we're going to move the ball back.
First.
So we got 1st and 15 at the 42. And the Titans have a pretty good start in this ball game.
They did. And East has definitely shot themselves in the foot so far. Fumbles and interceptions both happening in the first 2 minutes of the game.
There's been a lot of speculation this week as to how this game would go.
I knew it would be high scoring, but I didn't know it would be
There's the handoff.
Man, I think both teams are lacking.
Isaiah Johnson on the carry. Brought down by number 45, Brayton Haney.
Both teams are lacking putting that ball away. Security, ball security. I mean, you've seen the ball come away from Isaiah Johnson's body right there that could have came out.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, let's mention a couple sponsors real quick. A couple new sponsors we got for tonight's game. McAdoo's, right there on the trail. The Melcher Funeral Home. Klein Jenkins, there in Sodaville. John Mott's Pots in Sodaville. Ted's Towing. Morgan Brothers Jewelers. And Money Concepts.
Here's Johnson on the carry.
Oh.
Oh.
And the Titans are pushing hard to get it back to the line. But they're gonna have to get another fast break to get some headway.
Well, they're going to have to find something here on third down as they face a 3rd and 11 from the 37. A flag comes out again late.
What was that?
There's another flag on the field. And this time I think it's for a kid taking his helmet off.
What, during
the
the
kid
play?
took his helmet off.
I'm a little confused about that play.
Yeah.
Or about that flag.
Looked like he took his helmet off was the call. Anyways, it's going to mark him back about 10 yards, 10 yards to the 48.
On top of the 5 they already lost.
Right, so they're facing a 2nd down and about
a lot.
22, 21, somewhere around there. But Cassidy has the arm to get him in that range. They got Mr. Book at the bottom of the screen.
3rd down and 26.
Mater at the top. Kaiser's just getting the handoff, and he can pick it up.
And he gets all the way up. Looks like all the way up to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by number 22, Deshaun Martin.
Now the call is 4th down for the Titans. Do you give it to Kaiser here and pick up the first? You know you're going to give it to Kaiser. Anytime you need 10 yards, you got to go to Sam Kaiser.
Well, that's it.
Anyways, I don't care if the team knows it. They are going to punt as Cassidy drops back, but they got Johnson and Mater and Kaiser, the up man, so be careful. Watch for the fake.
Well,
Cassidy will kick it away, and he
puts it all the way back.
But it goes out of bounds down inside the 10-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Where'd they mark it at?
Oh, at the goal line.
They're going to mark it out at the 7-yard line.
Yeah.
Going to back up the Tartans. Good punt by Drew Cassidy.
Well,
We've seen Cassidy score on his feet. We've seen him get Kaiser involved. We've seen him kick the extra points, and now he's doing the punting. Mr. Cassidy's doing it all right now for the Titans.
He's doing it all for you, Dolly. Well, as I said earlier, there's been a lot of speculation about this game tonight. I mean, a lot of people have leaned heavy towards the east side. A lot of people have leaned heavy towards the Notre Dame side. I think we're seeing, solidly that both teams are pretty evenly matched in a lot of ways.
Timeout East. They're going to bring over the offensive unit and talk it over.
Well, they're taking a timeout. So will we. We'll be back right after this.
At Desco, we believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union. We make business loans.
And we're back here at historic Spartan Stadium, where the Notre Dame Titans lead the East Spartans 14-6. The Titans just punted the ball, for those of you who are just now joining us. And East has picked it up on about the 7-yard line. So they're 1st and 10 on the 7.
They got Drew Lowe in the shotgun with Akia Brown to his side. They hand it off to Zane Scott.
And the Titans bring him down, but what's all that?
Bryce Cassidy, number 34, making the tackle. Number 25, Zane Scott.
Zane Scott's
going to pick up about 3 or 4 there. Going to bring up 2nd and 6, maybe 7. Let's see exactly what the Tartans are going to do.
About 7:10 left in the first quarter. Seems like a lot more time has passed.
They're going.
Well, and another stop by the Titans.
They're going to, pack the box against the Kia. They're going to make Drew try to throw the ball here.
Third down and 4.
Everybody's back to the line.
3rd down and 4. Tartans are in the shotgun still with Drew.
There's the snap and the handoff, and he's stopped cold. So
the Kia's got no room to run.
That puts the Tartans in a bad position.
Leaves them about 2, maybe 2.5 yards shy. Going to bring up 4th down and the punting unit.
I really can't believe that we're not out of the first quarter yet.
No, Brady
this has been a lot of action.
Still the clock's running with 5:49 to go. 14-6.
And there's the punt. Goes back.
Kaiser returns.
He dodges the first tackle and moves to the right. He is dodging. he doesn't stop until he's at about the 15? Was that about the 15?
We got a kid hurt. This could be a serious injury as number 34 went down and is in major pain. Why we have an injury, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break, Chuck, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Sounds good.
This is Kevin Johnson. I would be honored to be your new county commissioner. I would very much appreciate your vote.
Today at Amelia Gray, we're doing makeovers. Be sure to stay tuned for our big reveal.
Let's see if we can get you some help.
Who do you think you're going to get to help me this time of night?
Thank you for calling King's Daughters. This is Natalie. How can I help you?
My husband has a pretty bad cough, and it seems like it's getting worse.
Let's see about getting him in to see a provider.
Care 24/7. Free advice, help, and scheduling 24 hours a day.
Honey, I think they can get you in as soon as the morning.
That fast?
That fast.
Care 24/7. Here when you need it.
Amelia Gray has skincare and cosmetics made just for you. Be sure to visit us online and check us out on Facebook for more videos and information.
And we're back here at historic Spartan Stadium. What can you tell us about that injury on the field, Adam?
Bryce Cassidy went down with apparent ankle injury, maybe a knee. Definitely in some pain. Let's hope for the best for the young man. But the Titans do have the ball down inside the 20 in the red zone with Cassidy.
Oh, we got a offsides.
False start on the Titans. That's going to be shooting herself in the foot a little bit. You know, I think it's funny that he says he can run a 5K.
Who, Tyson?
Yeah.
Well, he
Tyson over here. Saying he can run a 5K. And he said last place he ran was the Athens check on his girlfriend.
Well, that might have been it. What do we got here?
Kaiser around the end.
And he's moving.
Took took out on the sideline by Akia Brown, but
he took out the
he bounces up
the
and
first
he has
down
the
marker.
first down inside the 10. He's got
it.
the ball down inside the 10-yard line, where the Titans are looking to punch it in to take a commanding first quarter lead.
I'm telling you, this is quite a game. We've seen more action in this particular game than we've seen in any game we've done this year.
So far, huh?
Yeah. We've still got 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
We're at halftime in most games.
Yeah.
Cassidy's in the shotgun. And they
There's
got
a step,
Isaiah Johnson.
and he's moving, and he's
in.
through for a touchdown, Titans. Isaiah Johnson pulls off a touchdown, leaping through. So now we've got the Titans adding another 6 to their barrage of points, making the new score 20-6. And we're going to see what's going to happen with the point after.
Nice play by Isaiah Johnson as he cuts it in for
5 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. As, we've seen 4 touchdowns so far in half a quarter. And, a
fumble to snap. He's down.
Oh. So we fumbled the snap and missed the extra point for the Titans, which keeps the score at Notre Dame Titans 20 and the East Tartans at 6. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
A night of family entertainment awaits you at the Portsmouth Cinema 8. We're always improving. More games, better movies, delicious concessions, online ticket sales, and updates on Facebook as well. To make your experience better, we now have all 8 theaters in digital DLP with Dolby Surround Sound. Plus, you can watch your next digital 3D movie here. All the entertainment you need at Portsmouth Cinema 8. Movies will never be the same again.
And we're back here at historic Spartan Stadium, where the Notre Dame Titans have just increased their lead to 20 over the East Tartans 6, and we're looking for the Titans to get ready to kick off. It's been a big game. I think this so far we've seen kind of an upset. We've seen four touchdowns combined between both teams in basically half a quarter.
Yes, it's been up and down, high-paced game so far. But we've seen start to take some wear on each other and start to settle in a little bit. There might have been a lot of nerves there in the first quarter being the
And
SOC
Cassidy makes a
championship.
long kick back to about the 8-yard line. And he is met by a gang of Titans.
Top 5, number 2, Sam Pager. And number 12, Chase Mattis.
Well, the Tartans will take the ball around the 25. This will be 1st and 10.
A lot of people were saying the Tartans coming in 9-0 might have overlooked these Titans, and it's starting to look like they have.
Well, the Titans are coming off a win last week over Fayetteville Perry, which is actually a division higher, and they kind of beat them handily.
Timeout, Titans. While we take a timeout on the field, Chuck, let's go ahead and take one more commercial break. We'll be back with you in about 30, 40 seconds.
The library isn't just a source for books anymore. We are activities. We are local history and genealogy. We are entertainment. We are DVDs and books on CD. We are online. We are education. We are mobile. We are everywhere. We are still books and reading. We are here for our community. We are here for you.
We are the Portsmouth Public Library.
I love the library.
And we're back. For those of you just joining us, I'm Chuck Jones here with Adam Cox. 2 guys, 2 microphones, and a football game here on Saturday night. This is Week 10 of Zone High School Sports, and we're in historic Spartan Stadium, where the Notre Dame Titans lead the East Tartans with a score of 20-6. Everybody's coming back off a timeout right now, and looks like we're going to see some more action. This has been an action-packed game so far.
Full of excitement, full of offensive plays, and a couple turnovers. And we have a 14-point lead for the Titans.
I think
We got a couple Titans that were banged up, but it looks like to me, and I want to see if I'm wrong. No, number 34 has not returned yet, but
there's a handoff. He's got a hole, and he gets tripped up.
Kia Brown bust loose. Now that's what they're doing.
You know,
they're going to run right behind that offensive line. Did you see the pancake block by Blaine Scott?
I did. You know, we spend some time talking about how these rivalries affect the games. And, you know, if you were looking at the computer rankings, I mean, you would think that the Tartans would be walking all over the Titans by now, but it's just the opposite. I mean, these rivalry games bring out the best in both sides. And the Titans are not letting up. Zane Scott brought
Sam
down
Kaiser brought him down, pulled up his leg, and knocked him to the ground. Another big block on the offensive line. I've seen more pancakes on that sideline with Blaine Scott than I have at IHOP. 34 tried to go. Bryce tried to go. He can't do it. And the kid's got to understand that if he can't put weight on it, man, you just can't do it.
That's it.
No use of risking it.
No.
More. I mean, I know it's a big game. I know he's hurt emotionally, but
yeah,
Bryce wants to get back in there. But, son, if it – you know, back then you can't tell a kid that.
Oh, no. Well,
looking back at it now, it's –
well, and what he's not looking at this point in the game is he's already made a big impact in this game.
Yeah, he has.
You know? I mean, just in the time he's been out there, they picked up 3 touchdowns, you know? So, a lot of discussion on the field by the refs.
It looks like we got a gentleman on the field. Who is that guy on the field?
I don't know.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. Unless that's
who is this guy?
I think
on the
it's
field?
I don't know. Is it David Hassel? I think what happened was he was selling split the pot tickets and wanted to just cut across the field.
I don't understand exactly what happened, but I do know that we had a guy on the field for some apparent reason.
I didn't see how he got out there, did you? For those of you at home watching that, you may want to rewind at this point and
what happened
kind of solve the mystery for us and Scooby-Doo.
Now the officials are talking it over.
Say, did somebody call a timeout?
I have no idea what's going on.
I haven't seen an official timeout called or a team timeout called.
I don't know what's going on.
I think maybe we're at intermission. You know? I really don't know what's happening at this point. Well, the Titans
a
are
member
moving.
of the chain gang. I think it was a member of the chain gang had to use the restroom. I'm not kidding you.
Really? Okay.
It looks like that might have been what happened.
Okay. Well, it happens.
If your stomach's upset, you got to go.
That's it. You know? Looks like everybody's regrouping back on the field right now. I can't tell whether they're getting ready to actually line up or not, but everybody's kind of out there. You know, I've been covering high school sports for 10 years, and this is the first time I've ever seen this happen.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the discussion is.
Well, for those of you at home, you may want to go ahead and just go get a Coke now. That's a good time to talk about some more sponsors, though. Some more sponsors on tonight's game. We've got Sisters Dairy Bar there in Sodaville. WIOI Radio, home of the Bengals. Smith's Drugs, downtown Portsmouth. Rallies. Pro Pest Control with Al Prady. Gaddy's Pizza, the all-you-care-to-eat buffet. ADS Auto and Tire for all your automotive and tire needs out there on Scioto Trail. Right past Wendy's and Super Quick.
My gosh. They're still delayed, Chuck, and I still don't know what the issue is.
Well, we'll just take this time to talk about some more. We've got Angel Glass State Farm, who's now become a big supporter of Zone High School sports. Dempsey's Heating and Air with Guy Dempsey. Everybody loves Guy. You know, Wagner Rental with the Rental Boys. all you need to do to rent anything you need is go down there in New Boston and tell them what you're up to. Stoltz Pharmacy in Wheelersburg, the Sherman Cricker Insurance Agency.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need to make an announcement. I need everybody to listen. All spectators need to be off the field and off of the track. All spectators need to be back off of the track, in the stands, and away from the field.
We just had an announcement from the press box telling all the spectators to get off the field and off the track. They seem very adamant about it.
Everybody is off the track and away from the field.
I don't know how this affects.
That's what they're doing. They're stopping the game to get people and fans and everyone off of the field.
They've waited an awful long time to make that call, haven't they?
And here come the police.
The police? Where are you seeing them?
I just said that.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, I'm missing something here.
Let's go to commercial.
Yeah, let's
Andy
go to
wants to go to
commercial.
one. Let's go to one.
We'll figure everything out. We'll be back right after this.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Howell Insurance Agency, serving you for over 75 years.
Here we go, as we're back. Are we live, Andy?
And we're
live.
back.
Let's go. Let's get this game on the
We're back
road.
and everybody's moving.
Kia Brown out to about midfield as, again, I've been watching this battle. Go on. And it's number 77, Blaine Scott, the 6'5 junior.
Yeah.
Against, let's see here, 65, Sam Mays, 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore. And, man, it's been a dogfight on that offense and defensive line. I like watching those kids play hard.
That's it.
Playing to the whistle. Here's
There's
a Kia.
snap and the handoff.
And he is going to go.
He's moving, but the Titans are trying, and they bring him down at the 20-yard line. You know, I'm telling you, a Kia is a powerhouse when he takes off, but the Titans are hanging.
Well, you got to give Kaiser shifty. He's going to make people miss. Kia's taking it right at you.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to run over you and take you along with him.
Mm-hmm.
Two different running styles, both of them effective, as we see here.
Yeah.
With 3:42 to go, it's the first quarter.
In the first quarter. You know,
we took more commercial breaks this first quarter. We're out of commercials. We ain't got another commercial run the rest of the game.
There's a handoff.
And a Kia again. Oh,
and
what
he
a spin
rolls.
move. Made a man
He
miss.
rolls
Touchdown.
and gets the touchdown. Tartan.
He's in. Put on a spin move. Got to the pylon.
So that brings the Tartans up to 12. So they're starting to answer the call.
Man, I'll tell you, Kia Brown is one heck of a runner. What a spin move. Hey,
that was nice.
You know what that brings back memories? Brings back memories of the
sit and
90s.
spin?
Well, no. Jeez.
I didn't know how far back you were going.
Not the sit and spin.
Yeah, the plastic thing you spin.
Oh, okay.
You remember?
No.
You're about 5. I didn't know how far
remember
back
that.
you were going.
No. But I'm saying, back in 96, he got in.
And they get the extra 2-point conversion. So that brings the
20 to
Tartans up
14.
20 to 14. It's a 6-point ball game. You know, while they're going off the field, I guess we'll take another break and come back right after this.
Let's do it.
Back here at historic Spartan Stadium, where Adam was just about to regale us about his memories of spinning.
Oh, I was doing an A-Nay. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyways, back in 96 through 98, Kia Brown's dad probably had more yards on this field than any individual I mean, maybe not. Michael Parker and all the good backs Sportsman has.
Yeah.
But seeing him run on this field that his dad ran on brings back a lot of memories of number 32 for the Trojans back in the day with that spin move.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Tartans kick it off to the side.
Right out of bounds. Which
is
is a really good move when your options are kicking it out of bounds or kicking Sam Kaiser.
Yep.
I'm kicking it out of bounds.
Well, the Titans will pick it up around probably about the 38.
It's going to be right at about the 36 and 37. Yeah, right about 37. And they're going to have him re-kick it.
Really?
The Titans elect to have him re-kick.
Boy, this is just a night of firsts, isn't it?
There's a first time for everything, Chuck.
There is.
And I'll tell you one thing that I do admire about these two programs is the outgoing community support. This place is packed.
It is. It is. Well, so much so we had to order everybody off the track, off the infields, back to the stands.
They had kids. They had parents standing behind the kids.
And we're getting ready to see the kick. There's the kick. It's a little onside, and the Titans drop down and take the down immediately, about the same field position.
Billy Book makes the kickoff recovery, goes down immediately to cover it up for safety. Looked like he was taking easy. He wanted to make sure that he gave the Titans the ball right there at the 39.
Yeah.
Why taking a chance on, muffing the kick or fumbling? He said, let's take this field position and go with it. And you know what? They gained 1.5 yards off that re-kick.
Well.
So it was worth it.
That's it.
Anything's better than nothing. Johnson and Kaiser in the backfield. Cassidy hands to
hand
Kaiser.
off.
And
Kaiser's moving.
Man,
he's got a hole, and he's punching it. And he's down about the 30.
They can't stop him.
Nope. There's a lot of yards on that.
They can't stop him.
Those kind of plays take off, and even the Levy Lizards are just tickled to death about it.
Well, it's going to be one handoff to Kaiser, one handoff to Kia Brown, and it's going to be which team is going to step up and stop the other kid.
Well, we're at a 6-point ball game, and honestly, it looks like
they know it's still the first quarter.
I don't think so.
Let's take another commercial break as we have a timeout on the field, Chuck. We'll be right back after a word from our commercial sponsors.
Sounds good.
Peter 10:17.
Ruth 2:11.
James 11:9.
When I was hungry. When I was lost.
When I was stoned.
You gave me help.
Faith.
Joy.
You gave me a chance. Amanda 4:6. When I was saved.
Your holiday donations to the Salvation Army make change all year long.
Just like they like it. Never heard.
And we're back.
Oh, sorry.
Listening to new music cuts. What was the name of this song?
Mr. Boombastic.
Mr. Boombastic. I got to say.
Very fantastic.
I missed that one. Yeah. It's got a little reggae beat to it. Thought we were getting ready to go down Electric Avenue for a minute.
Well, we got Cassidy in the shotgun. Mater's in the backfield with Kaiser.
2 minutes, 53 seconds left to go.
Mater
in the first
comes
quarter.
in motion. They're going to give him the ball. He's around the end, and he makes about a 6-yard gain there. Oh,
and we've got a flag after the
comes
play.
in. Late flag comes in. Personal foul.
Who's that on?
Personal foul is going to go against the Tartans.
Well, that should give the Titans a first down.
That does move the ball.
We're going to move the chains.
Down inside the 20, about the 14-yard line will be where Drew Cassidy snaps.
That is not the way you want to play this game if you're a Tartan
Still
tonight.
to go. 2:40 to go in the first quarter. This is the longest first quarter in high school history football I've ever seen in my life.
It definitely is.
Oh!
Kaiser's brought
They
down
finally
the
got
backfield.
to Kaiser, and guess who it is? Mr. J.D. Hatcher. J.D. Hatcher busts through, the 6'2 junior. Number 44 with the nice tackle in the backfield.
That's it.
First time I've seen Kaiser get touched in the backfield in 2 games that we've had in Notre Dame this year.
You're absolutely right.
The Levy Lizards are going crazy.
They're enjoying the game tonight.
Here's Cassidy in the shotgun. Kaiser to his left. Johnson comes in motion. The hands-off is to Kaiser. He cuts it inside. We got a hold call. We got a hold call. Looks like number 52 had a hold of Dalton on the end and had a lot of jersey. Should be a spot foul. It's going to be 10 yards. Should be second down and 23 if I'm right, which I usually am.
Unless you're wrong.
Well, I've never hardly ever been wrong, Chuck. Come on. I know you've known me for 10 weeks now. You should know that by now. Andy's realized it. I thought yesterday, I told someone today, I said, it was unbelievable what kind of role I was on last night calling those Willisburg plays.
That was good.
Even calling the players, it was going to.
I'm telling you, that was good. You were on it last night.
They called me Butter.
They called you what?
Butter.
Butter.
Yeah, because I was on a roll.
Oh, okay.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
I'll be here all weekend, guys. Calling games. We're at the 30-yard line. It's going to be second down and about 26 as it was a spot foul for a hold on the Titans. Drew Cassidy in the shotgun. Kaiser to his left. Fakes it to Kaiser. Haney's in the backfield. Misses. And Akia Brown with a big tackle. Comes up to make the tackle. And brings Cassidy down about the 25-yard line. So it's going to be a gain. Kia Brown coming up from that safety position has made some huge hits tonight.
We're second down and about 23 yards for the first.
I think Akia's doing a little bit better job of breaking down on the tackles after Kaiser broke his ankles in the first quarter.
Yeah.
He's kind of broke down and made sure that he don't let no one by him back there at that safety position. The Tartan senior is what it's all about at East. Akia Brown's the all-time leading scorer in basketball, all-time leading yards from scrimmage in football history, so he holds about every record at East possible.
Kaiser's moving.
Nowhere to go as they are bundled down, and man, the Tartans
and the clock still goes.
Uh-oh. Kaiser's up, okay.
About 30 seconds left.
And I'll tell you one thing.
Whoa,
they can't. They're not going to try to attempt this field goal, are they?
I don't think so.
Cassidy
they're
can
gonna
hit
have
it.
They're going to have to stop the clock if they want to because we're
no way.
14, 13 seconds now.
No way he's going to attempt this. Hey, he was hitting them from 50 earlier.
Yeah, but we're at 6 seconds.
I know. It's the first quarter. They're going to line up, not run the play.
Mm-hmm. And that is the end of the first quarter. For those of you out there who just joined us, the Notre Dame Titans lead the East Tartans with a score of 20-14 here at historic Spartan Stadium. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter right after this.
Right after this, Chuck.
When I came here, professors were just down to earth to talk to you. Felt like you could make a connection with them. So when you go to apply for medical school, they're going to be able to write you the letter of recommendation. You're not just someone sitting in a large lecture at a large university.
Over the last year, I've been establishing a patient base in my hometown. 20 years from now, I hope to be here, seeing patients, taking care of patients. I don't hesitate to tell them I went to Shawnee State, and it truly made me stand out while in medical school.
We're back.
And listening to Whoop, There It Is.
If you don't know Mr. Boombastic, but you know Whoop, There It Is, your music is starting to surprise me, Chuck. Now, listen, here's what I want to bring up. At the start of the second quarter, we might see something historic here. Drew Cassidy, the best place kicker in the area, is going to be kicking from the 29, which is 4 yards back on the hold, maybe 7 yards back on the hold. So that's going to be kicking it from the 36-yard line. The ball's going to be put down about the 36. 10 yards on the end zone is a 47-yard field goal attempt by a high schooler.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if there's somebody in this county that can do it, I think Drew can do it.
Well, if there's someone in this state, he's one of the top kickers in the state.
I'm telling you.
Mr. Cassidy, we're going to see history here, boys.
There it is. It's up. And it is good. Drew Cassidy kicks a 40-yard field
47
goal.
yards.
47 yards to nail 3 more points for the Titans.
That is huge. When you can take a kid and you can put him on the field and get a 47-yard field goal.
And you know what's funny? Didn't even look like it strained him.
Nice kick, Mr. Cassidy.
Nailed it right over the arches. So that brings the Titans up to 23 against the Tartans 14. And we'll take a short break and be back right after this.
I do it for the ladies.
I did it before I got married. I do it year-round.
It's the only thing I take my hat off for.
I do it all month long for one low price.
We do it together.
Wheelersburg, Portsmouth, Huntington, Jackson. I do it wherever I go.
They all do it here.
You won't have to wait for the sun to look fine. Come to the sun spot where the sun always shines.
And we're back as the Titans just increased their lead to 23-14 and are getting ready to kick off to the Tartans. We're 6 seconds into the second quarter, and we are playing in the historic Spartan Stadium.
Wow, that is a big-time kick for Mr. Cassidy.
And there's another big kick. Look at that. All the way back to about the 7 or 8. Picked up. And the Tartans are dodging the Titans. He is rolling through some. Finally brought down around the 50-yard line.
Number 7, Drew Cassidy.
Drew Cassidy stopping the Tartans.
At midfield. Nice return by Mr. Flannery. I thought he had it. I thought he was gone.
Oh, if he could have broke that tackle, he would have been.
Well, last time we seen a heavy dose of number 32 up the middle, right where Bryce Cassidy, number 34, had been playing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
absolutely right.
I do want to let you know that both runners, Kaiser and Akia, are closing in on 100 yards and after the first quarter. Akia Brown got room to run.
He's dodging, but he's stopped. Gain of about 8.
Well, I noticed one thing. They're going to run right behind Blaine Scott.
I think that's a good plan.
I would. I mean, he's had more pancakes than IHOP today, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to IHOP lately?
No, I have not.
There's a lot of pancakes there.
I heard they had some.
Not as much as number 77 has, so I'll tell you that. That kid is a hoss cat, 6'5".
A little high snap there.
Zane Scott, power running. Power running at its best.
Well, that gives the Tartans the first down. They get stopped right around the 29, 30-yard line.
First down.
Looked like a couple late hits there after the whistle.
Chase Mattis, I guess, was instrumental in that tackle.
And I'll tell you, you can tell exactly where number 34 was playing linebacker because they are running right at that hole. Let's take a time to thank a couple sponsors. Oh!
And there they are.
Man, Akia is really good.
Number 1, Isaiah Johnson.
Well, we've got about 10 minutes, 39 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Chuck, you better answer your call from your wife. I know how much hot water you'll be in if you don't take that call, man.
Well, I probably will, but that's okay. We're in the middle of broadcasting. She knows I love her.
FaceTime her like I do. Not your wife, in it. I'm not saying you're right.
Oh, you're rolling tonight.
The Titans stop Akia Brown. Looks like it's just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. We've only played 2 minutes here in the second quarter. We're going to bring on our boy. You want to jump on here with him? Oh, okay. Here comes Drew Lowe with the play into the huddle. The senior quarterback trying to lead his Tartans down the field. Drew Lowe, one of the premier players in the area at quarterback, and one of the smartest kids I've ever came in contact with in sports. talking about Drew Lowe, you talk about a very high IQ, whether he's on the field, he's on the court, or the baseball diamond. The kid's athletic IQ is off the chart. Probably one of the best assistant coaches I've ever had, and he's a high school senior. At times there'd be in the huddle with basketball that Drew Lowe would be calling the plays and getting people in the right positions, and I know he does it for Coach Gifford and Coach Adam Bailey at East. He's just a rounded, well kid. Does a great job being a captain of his teams. Zane still running hard. Zane down inside the 10, and the Tartans are starting to make their move. And I'll tell you, one thing has been an Achilles heel for the Titans is low on numbers.
Yes. Yeah, they
Late
have to
in the
play
game,
both
they
sides.
start to wear.
Mm-hmm.
After they play both ways so long, it's hard for them to keep that same intensity and urgency and effort up after so many plays have been made.
No, you're
and
absolutely
I'll tell
right.
you one thing. They had a big lead on Oak Hill and lost it.
Oh, 21 to 21 to nothing at the half. Oh, we've got a fumble.
East got it back. Man, I'll tell you, when they don't give the ball to Akia, the other kids have been putting it on the ground. We've seen a fumble by Flannery. We've seen a fumble by Stevenson there, and that's unlikely.
Well, we've got about 8 minutes left to go
game.
in the first half.
Raise your hand, stand up, get these ladies' attention.
Kia Brown checks back into the game, and it's a good time to give number 32 the ball as it's 3rd down and 1. If I got a Kia Brown, I'm going to give it to him. Oh!
And he is met hard.
But carried the guy a yard, which should have got the first down. Picks up the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 7 for the Tartans with 7:46 to go. 23 Titans, 14 Tartans, in a clutch SOC matchup, which not only has the SOC title riding on it, but playoff berth.
That's it. You know, the Titans have got a 9-point lead, and
the Tartans are oh!
Man.
Wow, the Tartans put it on the turf again.
Serious loss of yards.
When you got the ball on the 7-yard line, you got one of the best premier players in the area. Just give him the ball. Why do that fancy stuff and not give Akia Brown the ball there?
I don't know.
Why would you not do that?
Big
I guess that's why I'm not coaching.
Big loss of yards right there.
Calling the game in the stands, Chuck.
That's it. With me, and I'm not coaching either.
I would have gave the ball to Akia Brown.
I would have.
I would have gave the ball to Sam Kaiser or Akia Brown until they couldn't walk no more.
That's it. Honestly, I just put them both out there.
Let them play
go back and
one-on-one.
forth. Yeah.
That's basically what we have here.
19 yards to go for the first down. There's a pass. And it is incomplete.
Had a man. Put it on the money. Ben Mader on the coverage makes a nice deflection. Now, the thing about East is they don't have the kicker to kick a field goal.
No.
They have to put the ball in the end zone. They haven't even attempted an extra point, nor do they like to because they can't get nobody to kick the ball through the uprights.
Well, you know, kicking is a serious talent these days. I mean, most schools don't have a talented kicker.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Daylor Lewis at Willersburg.
Mm-hmm.
And T.J. Hoggard at West is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The game kid.
Long pass. And touchdown, Tartans.
Drew Lowe. Nice throw. He put that on the money.
We're down to a 3-point ball game now. 6 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in the half.
Throw.
Nice pass, jump up, nailed it.
They're going to go for 2 again. Cut the lead to 1 or be down 3.
That's it.
Let's see what they do. My money's on number 32 up the middle. What's your money on?
I don't know.
I say they run 32 to the right behind Blaine Scott. That's right where they went and nowhere to go.
Yeah. So the Tartans are stopped on the extra point, and we've got a new score of Notre Dame Titans 23, East Tartans 20. And we've got a 3-point ball game We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back right after this.
This is my business.
I'm the owner and sole proprietor.
I only have one other employee, Chester.
It's a romantic notion. Be the boss, but you are alone.
Well, not technically alone.
I do have a lot of help, actually.
My UPS store. I had this printed there.
Packing, shipping, help.
Outstanding.
Toasters.
I have a mailbox there.
Best thing, they're right down the street.
The owner's a friend.
I got the account.
My team.
Yes!
Careful now.
And we're back with 6 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in the half. The Notre Dame Titans lead the East Tardens with a score of 23-20. And we're at historic Spartan Stadium. You're watching Zone High School Sports Week 10 action. I'm Chuck Jones here with Adam Cox, and we are bringing you the final games of regular season.
Yes, we.
Looks like the
Dalton's going to be doing the kicking for the Tartans as they have closed the gap to 23-20.
Yeah, at one point we had, what was our largest gap here? Was it 9, 10?
Actually, they was up 20-6.
Well, 20-6, that's right, so 14. Oh, we got us a little onside kick. And the Titans bring it down about the 40-yard line. Leaves the Titans
nice
with
recovery by the Titans, covered up there by number 58. Number 58
with some pretty good field position.
Alec Liston. Alec Liston recovered the onside kick for the Titans. Nice job, Mr. Liston. Now let's see what Notre Dame can do. Now let's see if the Tartans can hold one more time.
There we go. Kaiser moving the ball. Big leap forward. Looks like he gained a few yards with that leap.
Brady Douthit with the tackle. Only a 3-yard gain by Kaiser, but it looked like he went 3 yards in the air.
Yeah.
6 minutes still to go here in the first half. 23-20, and what is a barn burner of an SOC1 matchup. The Tartans and Titans. Mater to Kaiser.
Kaiser moving.
Douthit gets
finds a
blocked
hole
in the back.
Gets hit and rolls back. I mean, a couple yards gain, but
it's going to be a personal foul on Douthit for grabbing the face mask of the Titans. But honestly, I've seen Douthit get blocked in the back before the play, but the foul wasn't called until after.
Personal foul against the Titans.
That's not the smartest play I've seen happen.
No. But we'll move the chains, and the Titans get a first down.
One thing that I knew that could beat East is their lack of discipline, as numerous personal fouls have been called against them. But that's what happens as Notre Dame does move the ball to the 40-yard line after the penalty. First down.
Got a handoff. Mater moves forward. Gets
Mater's legs look fresh.
7 yards fresh.
Mater's legs look very fresh on that carry, as he hadn't had any carries but one so far. Giving Kaiser and Johnson a little bit of a break on the runs. Johnson's out of the game.
Is he really?
Johnson's out of the game.
I didn't
Notre
notice
Dame
that.
has 2 injuries down here. Johnson and Cassidy, Bryce, are both out of the game. That leaves the load on Kaiser.
And Kaiser's.
Nice tackle by Douthit.
Yep.
Nice tackle by Douthit. Now, if you get Brady to keep his head there and make the plays on that outside and contain Kaiser, then this defense might just hold.
Well, we're at 3rd and 7.
Big play by Douthit.
On the 37.
Douthit, a transfer from West Portsmouth, just started at East last year, and he's fit in nicely with Coach Gifford and the team. Now let's see what Cassidy does.
Snap.
Hand off to Kaiser, makes a man miss. Flannery upends him, but it's short.
Kaiser pulls the first down.
The first down.
So now we're now at 1st and 10 on the 28, as the Titans are getting dangerously close to another score.
Mater in motion. He gets the carry. Brought down for a minimal gain, maybe 3, but he does keep the ball moving in the right direction. I don't know what exactly have caused Johnson's injury down there, but he has his helmet on the bench, but he is a big factor in this Titan team. They don't have the kids to be losing people like that, you know?
No.
Not 2 big key injuries like that. 2 starters. Mater again. Mater's going to get that edge. And brought down by number 7. Number 7 for East is Ethan Gifford.
Got a loss of about 2 yards.
Mater tried to get to the outside. Excellent containment by the Tartans.
We're down at 3rd down and 12. You know, we're back in kicking territory.
Yeah, you're right. Mater can make it. Or not Mater, Cassidy.
Yeah.
17 yards from there. It's a 47-yarder. That's where they were. That's what he made last time, right?
That's it.
No, this would be a 57-yarder.
No, we're at 3rd and 12, so if they can gain another 5.
That's 40. No, it would be 47.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See if he can make another one.
Looking for a pass. Connects.
Dalthett wraps up the tackle with a host of tight Tartans.
Gets
and
back
Flannery
to about the line of scrimmage.
in with Carver.
So we're now at 4th and 10.
Well, you know what this is?
Well, that's time to kick.
It's time for Mr. Drew Cassidy to try to put through another field goal, which could be crucial because the Tartans cannot kick an extra point, have missed 2 two-point conversions, and would give the Titans a 6-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Now,
looks like we're going to see it. Here we go.
Yes, here we are. Mr. Cassidy lines it up. Ball's going to be put down at the 35, making this a 45-yard attempt. Akia Brown back by the goalpost, but I'm telling you.
What was that? What just happened there? You had multiple flags, and it looked like Drew was on the ground. Was that Drew?
No, that was the holder.
That
was the holder. Bonehead play.
Well, the officials are really discussing
Yeah,
this.
it's a personal foul. I mean, he plowed the holder after the whistle. First down, Titans.
Wow. Well, that is not what you want to do if you're the Tartans, as the ball moves all the way up to about the 13-yard line, 12, 13-yard line.
And, you know.
And we get a first down.
But this is week 10. And the report on East is they will have 7 to 8 personal fouls a game.
Well, they're
now,
approaching that.
If you cannot control that by week 10, you got a problem.
No, you're right.
I mean, we've did numerous games. We don't see teams doing that.
No. Well, yeah, the other thing is, like you said, this is week 10. I mean, we saw more
flags on Willisburg.
Yeah, than we've seen all season. And here we go. Kaiser all the way up to about the 7-yard line. About a minute 30 left to go in the first half.
If I'm the Titans, I'm going to try to get in here, get out of here with a 10-point lead at halftime, and be happy with the injuries that have occurred.
You're absolutely right. Hand off to Kaiser.
Same play.
He's moving.
Same result. Flannery with the tackle on the outside.
And Kaiser gets up to about the 3-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you this much. All you got to do is run it one more time. He's got 3 yards a pop.
That's it.
Under a minute to go, 56 seconds. Clock is still rolling. Third down and 3. No, excuse me, third down and 1. Ball marked at the 2.
Here comes
Gives it to
Kaiser.
Kaiser.
And it looks like he's about the 1 yard line.
But that is going to be enough for a first down. That is going to be enough for the first down. That's going to stop the clock.
First down, 44 seconds left to go in the first half. Timeout, Titans. Or they're taking a timeout. We'll take a timeout too, and we'll be back right after this.
Do for the 7:30, please.
Enjoy the movie. It's a lot cleaner. Yeah, they actually cycle movies faster.
The bassoon looked like a box of chocolates.
Have you seen a really big snake? I hate snakes.
None shall pass.
Wheelersburg Cinema, still bringing movies to life.
And we're back as the Notre Dame Titans lead the East Titans. It's a score of 23-20, and the Titans are dangerously close to a touchdown. They're at the 1 yard line with 44 seconds left to go in the first half, and they have a first down. So, I mean, they have everything in their favor right now, Adam, to take this into the half with a 9-10 point lead.
Yes, they do. Now, I want you to notice, East has made a substitution on defense. Blaine Scott, the offensive lineman, has came in for the goal line stand and will be on the defensive line for the...
Oh.
And they dropped.
And they bring down... They
Ben
bring down
Mater.
Mater.
Ethan Gifford.
A loss of about 3 yards.
Yep.
That was a quick stop. There's still 20 plus seconds left to go. Got a snap to Kaiser. Kaiser goes.
Kaiser's going to be brought down.
You know,
the Titans used a timeout.
15 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to take another timeout and come back right after this.
This is big.
Many people know that at the battery terminal in Ashland, Kentucky, we sell automotive, marine, and recreational vehicle batteries. But did you know we also sell
Power Wheels, motorcycle, and wheelchair batteries.
We also sell batteries for garage door openers, watches, cordless phones, and cell phones.
The Battery Terminal is a family-owned business located in Ashland, Kentucky. We've been in business for 28 years, and we are here to service your battery needs.
And we're back as there's 15 seconds left on the clock before halftime. The Titans are still up 23-20, trying to increase their lead. They've pushed and pushed. We're now on third down with about 4 yards to go for the touchdown. They've lost yards in the last 2 plays, so we'll see how this is going to work out. If the Titans hold them, I mean, that's a big deal for them going into the half.
It is. This is huge.
And if the Titans score, that's a big deal for them.
I think they still have a timeout left, if I'm not mistaken. So if they don't get in here, don't be surprised if you see Cassidy.
Pass and incomplete. But a good move by the Titans, you know.
They're going to bring in Cassidy, I'm sure, to kick this one just to secure the 6-point lead. Now, this is a tougher angle as he is on the right hash, meaning he's going to have to pull the ball through, but I'm sure Drew will be right on target with it as he normally is.
This is only a 15-yarder here. I mean,
15-yarder, but on the right hash.
That
makes a big difference. I mean, he kicks it straight here and he misses it. I mean, he's got to hook this a little bit. It's a tougher kick. Oh, we got a jump. We had a jump, which looked, oh my gosh.
We almost cued the extra point there.
He did drill it though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I am going to use the restroom at halftime this game.
Well, we hope everything comes out okay.
It will. It will.
You know? What do we got here?
Offsides on the Tartans as they jump in the neutral zone. Another lackluster.
So now we're gonna see a half the distance call.
Play there by the Tartans. I don't understand. Are you wanting to give the game away, boys? because you've really, really, really gave them almost 100 yards and penalties already in the first half.
You know, you're absolutely right. I mean,
you think about the 4 personal fouls. That's 15 a whack.
Mm-hmm.
That's 60 there.
Yeah.
Not counting the 5 here, the offsides here, the delay of game, the legal substitutions. They jumped again. He missed it. He missed it.
You know, there we go. So looks like
7 seconds to go. We've seen both teams score in 7 seconds.
Well, let's take a break.
The Tartans take a shot down the field.
That's it. Let's take a quick break and come back right after this.
This is Kevin Johnson. I would be honored to be your new county commissioner. I would very much appreciate your vote.
And we're back. With 7.6 seconds left to go in the first half.
7.6.
We've still got the Titans up over the Tartans with a score of 23-20.
Definitely 23-20.
And the looks like the Tartans are going to take over in this last few seconds.
They are. And, again, we've said both teams have scored within 7 seconds.
They have.
So this
and we've got a flag.
Game, another penalty.
So the Tartans are going to move backwards.
I don't understand exactly how you come off of a first play is a delay game. You know, I'm trying not to upset any viewers or anybody out there, but
they've lost a lot of yards.
I just don't understand the concept of this performance by the Tartans.
There's the snap, the pitch back.
He can score.
He can try. And the Titans are on him.
But he gained 38
And that
yards.
is the half. So that takes us up to the half. We've got Notre Dame at 23, the East Tartans at 20. We'll be back with our halftime show right after this.
Go nuts for donuts at Krispy Kreme, across from Portsmouth High School.
At Desco, we believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union. We make business loans.
Let's see if we can get you some help.
Who do you think you're going to get to help me this time of night?
Thank you for calling King's Daughters. This is Natalie. How can I help you?
My husband has a pretty bad cough, and it seems like it's getting worse.
Let's see about getting him in to see a provider.
Care 24/7. Free advice, help, and scheduling 24 hours a day.
Honey, I think they can get you in as soon as the morning.
That fast?
That fast.
Care 24/7. Here when you need us.
Welcome to Kennel Lodge of Portsmouth. Kennel Lodge is a complete pet boarding facility that creates a family stay environment that includes luxurious style kennels, a huge outdoor play area, and the daily care your pets deserve. Leanne and Kevin Abner include a staff that truly understands everything that your pets need, from grooming, the HydroSurge bathing process, and of course, the element of love. Located at 7th and Market Street in Portsmouth, call 353-9804. The next time you need pet boarding and care, they make your pets feel like they're on vacation too.
And we're back.
Second half kickoff, Chuck.
There it is.
It's going to go out of bounds.
About the 15.
That's going to give it to them at the 35 if they take it. And if I'm East, I'd take it.
I don't know. And we're back looking at everything. I mean, there's still a 3-point deficit.
I bet Trinidad got stuck in the bathroom crowd.
Oh, that was quite a crowd.
Unless my Athens comment got him on the road to OU.
You never know with
or
him.
he's in the ambulance. ambulance. Where's Trinidad at?
Well, yeah, they are bringing an ambulance in. I wonder what that's all about. You know?
Let's hope it's not Trinidad taking an easy way out.
There we go. East takes it on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. The Tartans are still down by 3 in this second half.
12 minutes to go as we get our first play of the second half with Drew Lowe in the shotgun. Here comes Akia Brown straight up the middle, untouched. Nice tackle by Johnson.
Nice foothold by Johnson. Did you see that?
It looked like the ropey dope.
You did.
And we got a Tartan down on the field.
First down, Tartans.
That's Gifford. Gifford down. But he's right back up and should be okay. Let's hope so. The Tartans, I'm telling you, if I'm the Tartans, I don't know if I run any other play. I don't know if I run any other play but Akia Brown up the middle for the rest of the night. Hold on one second, Chuck.
All right, everybody's back to the line. There's the snap, the handoff. He's coming up the side. He's making some room, and the Titans are bringing him out. Titans toss him out of bounds around the 32-yard line. Ben Mader big on that stop.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine.
We need to change the battery pack on our camera, it's saying.
Is it
I do want to say, what a stiff arm by Stevens. Wow. Zane Scott just put the stiff arm of the year on that kid. Did you see that, Andy, on the teleprompter? Nice, 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 nice. Kia Brown again in the backfield, straight up the middle, right after Blaine Scott.
And he's pushing. He's getting some good yard gain.
Blaine Scott just pancaked the crap out of number 65. What a battle that has been. Sam Mays and Blaine Scott are tangling every time. And Blaine Scott had him on the ground there, giving him the business. No flag on the play, but those two are battling at the line of scrimmage.
They are.
This game's going to be one in the trenches.
There's a pitch.
Missed him.
And we've got a flag.
It might have been a face mask because I think he had a Kia's face mask. Had a Kia's face mask.
Rogers and Grant Sparks on the stop. There is a flag on the play.
You can tell that Mr. Johnson, the safety back there for the Titans, is limping tremendously. I don't think he can play.
Face masking against the Tartans.
He's coming off the field again.
And the Tartans move back
to the 36-yard line.
So the Tartans take a little bit of a loss there.
He needed to come off the field, and they didn't make the substitution.
Second down, 14.
And hey, guys, good news is that Trinidad is not the one in the ambulance. He's back on the camera as him and Justin exchange pops after halftime. Drew's going to go deep.
Oh, there's the pass. Oh.
Oh.
Just out of reach. That brings up 3rd and 14 for the Tartans. Ball still at the 36.
Broken up by number 7, Drew Cassidy. Brings up 3rd down and 14 for the Tartans.
10:22 left to go in the third quarter.
They called that penalty on East. And I'm not sure exactly what for, but they called it on East. So it's 3rd and 14.
That's it.
You got Akia Brown in the slot. Kenyon in the bottom of the screen. Drew Lowe drops back. He's going to let this one go.
That's a long pass. And almost caught, but too many Titans there.
Number 6, Ben Mader, breaking up the pass. Intended for number 82, Kenyon Burton.
I think if I'm East, if you're going to punt it to pin them back, or are you going to go for it here?
Well, yeah. Could go either way.
Let's see exactly what's going on over here.
Everybody's back to the line. The snap. Looking for a receiver. It's long, and it's picked up. What a catch at the 10-yard line.
No, he dropped it.
Oh, did he? Oh, man. That looked like he had it. Okay. The Titans take over on downs. 1st and 10 on the 36 for the Titans.
Titans take over on downs as the Tartans fell on 4th down. And they went away from Akia up the middle.
They did.
Let's see exactly what the Titans have game planned here, as Johnson is not in the game on offense, but is on defense lately. We got a man in motion. Kaiser with the carry. Finds a little bit of daylight, but not much, as he's wrestled down by Gifford and Carver.
Gain of a couple yards there.
Well, one thing that the Titans have against them is that, again, with the lack of depth over here on the sideline, you just can't reach back here and insert a kid like you can at Williamsburg or Memphis or some of these schools that are loaded with kids. Even East has a big sideline over there.
You're absolutely right.
Here comes Mater. He's got room.
And
maybe a first down, but might be
ground.
just a yard short, bringing up 3rd down and 1.
He gets some ground.
Ethan Carver, 3rd down at the 44-yard line.
It says third and 2 at the 44. So let's see what's going to happen.
And tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Notre Dame has. Oh, he wrapped him up in the backfield for a loss. Is Blaine Scott. Wow, the offensive lineman comes in to play defense and makes a monster stop.
That was a stop.
That was huge. That's going to force a Notre Dame punt as a loss of 2 as Blaine Scott comes in and just nails him. Nice play, Mr. Scott. Might be why he's a 5-star recruit in the nation.
Might be.
What's crazy is that I went to Penn State on a recruiting visit with him.
Mm-hmm.
Took us right down on the field. I was right beside J.T. Barrett.
Really?
Right beside him.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they walked in Penn State and they acted like they knew him his whole life. Free buffet food.
Well.
Nice punt by Mater.
Big long
Cassidy.
punt.
But it's back to Kia Brown, and he's dangerous. Oh, what a block. Oh, and he's still on his feet, and he's rumbling. He's
moving.
He's going to take this one to the house, boys.
He's at the 40, the 30, 20, 10.
Akia Brown with a punt return touchdown.
Touchdown, Tartans.
Wow. He's what they call a miracle worker as he takes the punt at the 7-yard line for a 93-yard punt return touchdown.
You know, and this is the first time the Tartans have had a lead in this game.
I'll tell you, watching that kid play is just simply amazing.
That brings the Tartans up 26-3. This is the first time they've had a lead in this game.
Wow, it just amazes me how many tackles he ran through. Arm tackles where the Titans didn't bring him down. This crowd is silenced here on the Notre Dame side, and well should be, as they was up 20-6 and now trail 26-23.
Yep.
We have an official's timeout on the field, but the Tartans are lining up to go for 2. Holy moly, the Tartans are kicking an extra point. What is going on here? Carver to kick the extra point.
There's the kick, and it's no good. So, that brings the Tartans up with a lead over the Titans, the score of 26-23, and we'll be back right after this.
At Desco, we believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union, we make business loans.
And we're back. For those of you just joining, I'm Chuck Jones here with Adam Cox, and we are Zone Sports Week 10 high school sports as we're wrapping up the regular season. This is our final game. You know, they're getting ready to kick off, and we haven't really had a chance to mention, because of all the action, the State Farm Neighborhood Assist Program.
Oh, we forgot all about it.
You know, here we are in Spartan Stadium.
And we haven't said it one time.
Exactly.
We talked about it all night last night.
We did.
Great opportunity for the community to come together and vote. Uh-oh, he's got it.
He does?
Oh.
Ooh, that was a solid hit.
Nice stick there by Deshaun Stevens
but
he stops him for a minimal gain. Titans have the ball at the 40. But back to what you're talking to, it's www.neighborhoodassist.com. You go to the website.
Mm-hmm.
You can vote as many times as you want, 10 times in a day.
10 times in a day.
But it's going to give a $25,000 donation to the community that has the most votes. And right now, Portsmouth is winning.
Mm-hmm.
What State Farm is going to do in this area is going to renovate Notre Dame. Spartan Stadium.
Spartan Stadium.
Not for Notre Dame, for everything.
Right.
For the community to use.
You know, I mean, this is a historic landmark.
Oh.
It's been here for decades.
Decades.
And
some of the original walls still standing from the Spartans' first light game in the NFL.
That's it. So
here comes Kaiser. They try to contain. He gets outside.
And he's still moving. And they take him out.
Oh,
Looked like a hard hit to the leg. Did you see that?
Man, I'll tell you what.
Down by number 32, Akia Brown. First down, Notre Dame.
But
I'll tell you.
If you have any questions, call your local State Farm agents: Angel Glass, Ryan Salmons, Andy Saltzman, Jeff Smith.
Salty.
You know, or just go to neighborhoodassist.com and vote 10 times a day from now through the 4th.
Yeah, and one thing I will say about Sam Kaiser, kid is hard-nosed as they come.
Mm.
Man, he takes shot after shot and pops right back up. That hit Akia Brown just put on him on the sideline was definitely something that drops me for 3 or 4 weeks. You know what I mean? I'm not getting up.
That's it.
Stop by number 44, J.D. Hatcher, brings up second down.
But I'll tell you this much. Watching these kids pound and grind for this SOC championship has truly been a blessing here at Spartan Stadium.
Yeah.
Historic Spartan Stadium. The lights are still on here. The Levy Lizards are up there watching the game. It feels like you're back in time.
That's it. And this stadium definitely could use a facelift. There's Kaiser up the side. He's got some ground.
Man, they've been getting room on that right side. The right side of that offensive line, they're running away from the left to the right.
Dangerously close to a first down.
It's going to be short, bringing up a crucial 3rd down and 1. Ball placed at about the they're going to measure. And from here, I can tell you, boys, you're a half a yard short. I've been wrong before. Can't remember the last time, but nope, short half a yard. Short half a yard, Andy.
Short half yard.
So anyways,
let's see.
About half a yard.
That's it. About half a foot. You know?
Well, yeah, you know how guys stretch it, though. I mean, that's half a yard.
It is.
6 inches or 8, 9 inches or 12.
It's 6:54 left to go in the third quarter as East is still up over Notre Dame with a score of 26-23. And they are they still looking for the measurement here? What's all this about?
They got to place the ball exactly where it was. 3rd down and 1. The Tartans are desperate for a hold here on 3rd down and 1. Everybody in the stadium knows that Kaiser is going to get the ball here.
You know, the Titans have led the entire game, and this is not the time they want to slack.
I'll tell you. Kaiser gets it. He gets it.
Little hop up and roll. Did you see that?
He gets it.
So that brings up a first down for the Titans. Sam Kaiser coming in to get that.
Sam Kaiser with the carry, picks up the first down, brought down by Blaine Scott in the middle of that line. Blaine's second game back from a knee injury. This is only the second game he's played all year.
Really?
Yeah. Yep, had a partial tear of the MCL. Happened in a scrimmage game against Piketon early in the season. Hadn't played a game till last week. Said he was a little rusty, but he looks good tonight, I'll tell you that much. Here comes Mater in motion.
He cuts up.
Oh, what a hit by Gifford. Gifford dared to heat him in a hole.
Got a gain of about 2.
I'll tell you, this game has been back and forth. Both teams standing in the middle of the circle, squared off, just hitting each other. We're running after one. See who can take the last blow here.
That's it.
Cassidy's in the shotgun. Kaiser to his left. The hand is to Kaiser. He cuts it upfield. He has room. Brought down again by Gifford.
Just a couple
after
yards
a
short
gain
of the
of
first.
3, maybe 3.5. Well, it's going to be a crucial third down and 3.
Well, you know, if you're the Titans, you keep pushing until you can either get to the goal line or get within kicking distance.
Well, you're in kicking distance right now. It would be a 47-yarder. He's made the 47-yarder earlier, and he made the 47-yarder by a good 10 yards.
Yeah, the question is, how many of those can you do in an evening?
Well, Drew Cassidy can do as many as it takes. The kid's the best kicker around.
He's been kicking all
He's going to go D1 kicking. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
He's already been working out for a lot of colleges. But, yeah, he is going to. Here comes Kaiser. Oh, and a host of Tartans join in.
Man.
Oh.
And we've got
And
flags.
they got a personal foul again on Ethan Carver, number 1, leading with the helmet. And Kaiser was already on the ground, but the Tartans jump on him. "15 yards, another penalty. Kaiser's down on the ground, and the Tartans jump in, leading with a helmet. That helps the Titans move the ball down the field to the 20-yard line into the red zone.
First down, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame gets a first down.
But, after all these personal fouls and the kid still in the ball game, when do you take him out and say, kid, you're not playing again? You're not playing anymore because all you've did is did personal fouls.
Cassidy drops back to pass. It's long, but it's over.
Well, Cassidy's second pass attempt, he's 0 for 2 on the day.
Intended receiver was Billy Book on that play. Went over his head. We got about 4:40 left to go here in the third quarter.
Sometimes you just wonder exactly what's going through a kid's head that would make them get that many mental mistakes. As a coach of many sports, I know it takes a lot of patience, but it's the discipline of a team that makes you that much better.
No, you're absolutely right. All right, Cassidy kept.
Nice tackle there by Mr. Haney. The freshman makes the tackle on the outside. Braden Haney with a big play.
Cassidy gets back to the
that'll make old Daddy Dan happy.
So we're down to back to 3rd and 10 now.
Dan Haney, one of the coaches for the Tartans. His son Braden is a freshman. And I'll tell you, Dan and Dave Haney, twins at East, have a rich tradition in football. Their mom runs RJ's barbershop up in Willersburg.
Really?
Yeah.
Well.
Yep. Kaiser fumbles the ball, but he picks it up. A nice play by him as he covers it up, but they lose
12 yards.
All the yards they got on the personal
11.
foul, back to the 31. bringing up 4th down on the 31, making it a 48-yarder to tie.
Tough break.
And they're going to do it. They're going to go for it, boys. Cassidy is going to try to kick a 48-yarder to tie. If Cassidy makes this 48-yarder, hats off to this kid.
Oh, I'm telling you.
I'll tell you. Send this to the scouts right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kaiser will be doing the holding. Don't see him pulling off a fake here. To tie the game, Cassidy from 48 yards out. Boy, he got it. Missed it. Just wide.
It is off to the side.
Just wide. But I'll tell you one thing, he had the distance.
He had the distance and he had the height.
Man, that kick.
He just didn't have the aim.
And I'll tell you one thing, Drew's hard on himself right now, but Cassidy, keep your head up because there's not one other kid in this county that's attempting a 48-yarder this year, let alone made one.
Oh, no. Well, and the reason it's a 3-point game is because he got it earlier.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if not, it'd be a 6-point game.
But the Tartans hold. And we have 3 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. The game's moving along a lot faster than it did in the first half.
Yeah.
But right now, the Tartans could put some separation in between them and the Titans. Drew Lowe in a shotgun.
Here's the
hands to
handoff.
Kia Brown. Kia Brown running over tacklers.
They've got a hold of him.
Running over him.
They're dragging him down. He took it a little bit, but they got him.
Kaiser reached out to grab a hold of his shirt tail. Kia Brown took him for about a 6-yard ride. Picked up 9 on the carry. I'm sure Kia's well over 100 yards.
Number 2, Sam Kaiser. Brings up 2nd down and 2.
As is. As is Sam Kaiser. Sam Kaiser about got 100 yards on the first carry of the game.
Yeah, you're right. There's a handoff. And they made him hard.
First down, though, by the Tartans. Zane Scott is going to pick up a first down. Here's where you like to see what the Titans can do. They need to regroup. Coach Webb and the defense battling in the trenches.
Yeah, the chains, they are moving. You know, quickly, let's hit a couple more sponsors for this evening. Bob and Floyd's Tires downtown here. Direct Connect Media. Marty Danetti for Sheriff. Dr. Chris Schmidt. Jason Bentley at Midland Insurance. And Kevin Johnson for County Commissioner.
Kia Brown's going to pick up about 3, maybe 4.
A few more sponsors we'd like to thank. Amelia Gray, down next to Toro Loco. Barrett Murphy Insurance, Krispy Kreme Donuts, the Desco Federal Credit Union, KDMC, who supports all of our zone events, the Kennel Lodge, Loot Supply, and Portsmouth Cinema 8. There's the snap and the handoff.
Kia Brown tripped up for a minimal gain.
Kia Brown on the run. Caught by number 66, Charles Rogers.
Nice play by Mr. Rogers in the middle on that Titan D. A
You know,
lot of points early. Both teams have settled in now.
just under a minute left to go in the third quarter. And the Tartans snap the ball.
Zane Scott cuts it upfield. Oh, Bout had the first down, but a nice tackle by number 53 for the Titans. Hunter Harrell. Hunter Harrell on the Scott. Hunter Harrell's a senior. One of
We're
the
now
couple
under
seniors.
20 seconds left in the third quarter.
Wow, this is going down to the wire. Lucky you didn't take that earlier, Chuck.
That's not the end.
JT Barrett's in the house.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and let the end of the quarter.
Oh, no, it's not.
No.
That's just a.
And that's the end of the third quarter. where the East Tartans lead the Notre Dame Titans with a score of 26-23. We'll be back for the conclusion of this game in the fourth quarter right after this.
Right after this.
This is my business.
I'm the owner and sole proprietor.
I only have one other employee, Chester.
It's a romantic notion. Be the boss, but you are alone.
Well, not technically alone.
I do have a lot of help, actually.
My UPS store.
I had this printed there.
Packing, shipping, help.
Outstanding.
Toasters.
I have a mailbox there.
Best thing, they're right down the street.
The owner's a friend.
I got the account.
My team.
Yes!
Careful now.
And we're back here at historic Spartan Stadium, where the East Tartans lead the Notre Dame Titans at a score of 26-23. This is a big rivalry game and a big standoff here on the field as we are watching all the action here at Zone Sports. For those of you just joining, I'm Chuck Jones here with Adam Cox, and you're watching Zone High School Sports Week 10. This is the last week of regular season play, and we've got two playoff contenders on the field.
We do. And the winner gets in. They control their own destiny. 12 minutes to go. Now, think about this. You played all season long. It boils down to the last 12 minutes of your season.
That's it.
Some seniors could be playing their last 12 minutes of their high school career right here, Chuck.
You're right.
The pitch to Kia. He's got some room and picks up the first down.
Kia Brown, ball carrier. Stop by number 57, Bryson Arnett.
And the chains move.
First down, East Tartans.
Boy, I'll tell you, I'd hate to be the Titans next year after trying to find someone to fill Sam Kaiser's shoes. Gosh, I would hate to have to fill his shoes. I mean, Isaiah Johnson's a senior. Sam Kaiser's a senior. You got Ben Mader, I guess, next year will be their main back, and he's good. Ben Mader comes from a very athletic family.
Yes, he does.
Kia Brown, tripped up by number 52, Aaron Masler.
Blaine Scott with another pancake. I wonder if that's after you get so many pancakes in a game, I wonder if that's considered like a stack.
A stack. That's it.
You know what I mean?
Could be.
You stack up your pancakes? Are you a stacker? You know what I mean? Do you stack them up high, or do you just kind of go one or two at a time and then go back for more?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I stack them high.
Stack them high.
You don't get a body like this without a commitment, let me tell you. I don't always feel like a box of Twinkies at midnight.
Zane breaks the tackle, breaks another one, gets to about 2 yards shy of the first down as they had him in the backfield, but Zane Scott, number 25, a senior, breaks through for a gain.
Brought down by number 53, Hunter Harrell.
Yeah, I got to slap the butter in there between each one of them. You know?
The butter and the syrup goes in between each one.
That's it, man. Like I said, you don't get a body like this without commitment.
I feel you. The Tartans face a 3rd down and 2, which will be one of the biggest of the year. They give it to Kia Brown. He goes forward, but
Looks like he may have got it, but it's hard to
depending
tell.
on the spot, this is going to be a close one. Andy, what do you see from the camera angle, sir? They're going to move the chains.
Well, half the chain's wanting to move. There we go. And they continue to push downfield.
The Tartans are milking the clock for everything it has, trying to keep the ball out of Cassidy and Kaiser's hands, and you can't blame him for that. Sam Kaiser can score in a drop of a hat.
Mm-hmm. Drop back
Drew
for the
Lowe.
pass.
Almost picked off by Kaiser.
Man.
Woo!
That was close.
Drew Lowe got lucky there. And again, first down, you're up by 3. The clock stops on that incomplete pass.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you hand the ball off and eat another minute off the clock.
You definitely need to eat as much time off the clock as possible.
Well, I'll tell you, when it boils down to this, it comes down to putting the ball in your best player's hands.
Well,
I mean, 9 minutes to go in the game. We're talking about the trip to the playoffs and the SOC championship.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to hand it off, it's going to be to Zane Scott or
Here
Kia
we
Brown.
go. Down in the backfield.
Brought down. Nice tackle outside by number 56.
Number 66,
Jimmy
Charles Rogers.
Charles Rogers, man. Charles Rogers has been in on a lot of tackles this evening for the Titans.
I'm telling you. Just over 9 minutes left to go in the game.
But see, that clock is running. And when you take seconds off that clock, you are hurting the Kaiser chances of breaking a big play on you.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, you want to limit his touches the rest of this game with a 3-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they're going to throw
East drops
again.
back to pass.
Completed.
And it's completed.
To Carver. He makes a few guys miss.
He dodges.
And he's down inside the 30. Uh-oh,
We've got a flag. The late hit.
Oh, my goodness. There's a flag coming. Oh, my gosh.
What was that? Everybody got to talk again?
There's been more flags on the field. It's going to be against the Titans, I believe. Piling on, late hit. And we haven't seen this out of the Titans. Here we go. Here's the call by the official.
There we go. And they move the ball on a personal foul against the Titans. Bringing up another first down.
First down at the 14-yard line. The Tartans have the clock under 9 minutes. It starts on the official's wind, and there it is, 8:48 to go in the final period of the season.
This is critical time for the Titans.
First down and 10 from the 14. Akia Brown in the backfield. He'll get the ball straight up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Tartans. That brings the score 32-23. Tartan
Touchdown,
lead.
Akia Brown.
It's now a 9-point ball game the other way.
Akia Brown said, "Feed me the ball," and you can't blame the kid. Man, nice run by number 32 in the Tartan line. Ran right behind Blaine Scott into the end zone for 6. And a big play out there by Drew Lowe completing that pass to Carver.
Yes.
Because that Titan bout picked it off.
He did.
He broke on it.
That was close.
Yeah, he broke on it. Number 12 broke on the ball. That's Chase Mattis.
Well, you know,
and he made a heck of an attempt.
This game has made a 180-degree swing. Oh, we're looking for the pass. And they bring him down in the backfield, so no completion of the extra points. And
again,
we'll come back. We'll come back for the rest right after this. And we're back here at Spartan Stadium. For those of you just joining us, I'm Chuck Jones here with Adam Cox, and we're doing high school sports week 10. This is a grudge match. And you know, this game has gone 180 degrees from the Titans having a pretty hefty lead to now the Tartans lead by 9 points. We got about 8.5 minutes left to go in the game as everybody's lined up to kick. And what do you think, Adam?
Well, I think the game changed when Ethan Johnson went out with an injury, let the Tartans key on Sam Kaiser, and only Sam Kaiser, and again, they're kicking it onside, and I don't understand why, but kick it deep. I guess it's safer to kick it there away from Kaiser than it is all the way down the field, but either way it goes. Back to what I'm saying, Ethan Johnson, when you lost him, you lost a big part of your offense.
Mm-hmm. Bryce Cassidy.
Yeah.
You know,
he's down, and he's a middle linebacker right where Akia Brown's been running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it comes down to numbers. An injury to East at a key position, you bring someone in. An injury to Notre Dame at a key position, you're hurt.
Yep.
You're hurt. And I think that's been the deciding factor of this game because they've asked Sam to do it all, and he has.
Yes.
But, I mean, it's after so many times of keying on him. Look how many people they have in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. They got Doth at They got Haney. They got Blaine Scott. They put Blaine Scott on defense to personally clog up that middle.
Yep.
You got Carver, Gifford, Blaine Scott, Dolphett, Haney, J.D. Hatcher, all inside the box.
Yeah.
The only person that's not playing the run is Akia Brown at safety, and he's creeping up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you got 9, 10 kids trying to stop one. I mean, it makes a big difference when you got Johnson and other playmakers that you can at least give them the option of, hey, we're not just going to give it to Kaiser every time.
Well, and this late in the game, it's beating him. You know? I mean, you can only go so hard for so long.
And the poor kid's been, I mean, he'll play anybody one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
Kaiser's probably the toughest kid we've seen all year.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly talked to some coaches at halftime from a Division SOC2 school that said that kid's the best player around. And he might be.
He might.
And I'll tell you.
He's taking a beating tonight.
He has. But you ain't going to see him quit. I'll tell you that much. I know Tom too well. His dad.
There he goes.
Play. And there he goes.
He's dodging.
For a first down, right when you think that they might not give it to him, they run the old
sneak.
No, it's the Statue of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
He went, faked it,
did
handed
he?
it off. Looked like the statue holding the torch.
Just looked at me like he was like they were going to hand it to somebody
whatever.
else.
It's a pretty name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Chuck.
I'm here for you, man.
Good play, though, by the Titan coaches calling it in.
It was.
Uh-oh. Now they ask Cassidy to pass. Oh! Through the receiver's hands. Incomplete. Deshaun Stevens thought he had a shot at it, but he didn't.
We really haven't seen a lot of passing going on tonight from the Titans.
6:44 to go. Only Cassidy's third attempt. I told someone that he wouldn't throw the ball 5 times today.
Really?
Yeah. Just not part of their game plan. Yet to complete a pass. 0 for 3 on the night. Something here with Kaiser to get the ball moving in the right direction is what the Titans need. Kaiser has room. Brought down by Haney on a nice tackle, pursuing it from behind from the defensive end position. 45, Braden Haney with a big tackle for the Tartans. 6:29 to go. 3rd down and 6. Scores 32-23. Tartans in control. 4th quarter. 6:20 to go to decide the SOC champion here at Spartan Stadium. Again, I want to thank our crew, Justin and Andy, and even our boy here that showed up late at halftime, as they do a phenomenal job.
Oh, now.
And
nobody threw a flag on that.
Day in and out, or game in and out, week in and out. Justin and Andy and everybody gets us all set up, carrying in the cameras and all the crew and all the equipment, and it's been a really success this year. I know we only got 5 minutes to go in the season for regular season.
Right.
But when you first asked me to do this, I didn't, think about all the work that the crew had to put in to make this happen.
They do.
They're a big part of our success.
Oh, they are.
A lot of people complimented our camera work. Like, the camera work is amazing.
Well,
I'm
excellent.
Like, you got Trinidad. I mean, he's like a beast.
Yep, that's it.
Trinidad gets in beast mode. You never know what he's going to film.
No, he's all over the board.
Justin's great on the camera. And like you said, we did a lot of things different.
Oh, Andy's queuing us for a commercial since everybody's taking a break. So we'll take a break and come back right after this.
A night of family entertainment awaits you at the Portsmouth Cinema 8. We're always improving. More games, better movies, delicious concessions, online ticket sales, and updates on Facebook as well. To make your experience better, we now have all 8 theaters in digital DLP with Dolby Surround Sound. Plus, you can watch your next digital 3D movie here. All the entertainment you need at Portsmouth Cinema 8. Movies will never be the same again.
We're back at Spartan Stadium. 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go. The Titans are going to bring on Cassidy to try his 4th field goal. And a big thing about this is going to cut it to a one-score game.
Oh, man. This will be
big.
interesting.
This is big.
Here we go. There's the kick. It's high, and
he got
it's good!
Cassidy
connects the field goal.
45-yarder.
My gosh.
32-26. A 6-point game.
That's it.
Now what that did is that opens up the game for the Titans to get back in it. They hold here.
Yep.
Score. And you're up. I mean, you get Cassidy kick the extra point, you're up by 1.
Well, that's it.
32.
I mean, really, if they can score, it gives them a leg up. Because they can kick.
Right now, you got to ask yourself, your coach, Ashley, you got
what do you got to ask yourself?
If your coach
Are you
Ashley,
feeling lucky?
Are you feeling lucky today? No, you got to ask yourself, I got 2 timeouts. I haven't been able to really stop the kickoff with Flannery or Akia Brown with a punt return.
Yep.
We go for the onside now. We got 2 timeouts. You're only giving them the ball up here, and you give your a chance to recover the onside kick.
Yeah.
So you kick it deep with Cassidy, or you go for the onside. 5:20 to go, 2 timeouts.
I think they ought to onside it.
I think you do too, but I wouldn't be surprised. It looks like they're going to kick it deep. It really does.
Well,
Drew Lowe recovers the kick, which was placed perfectly by Cassidy right in the dead man land.
That's it.
Now, here's what you do. 5:20 to go in the game. If you're East, you do not throw the ball. You do not throw the ball. You run it. You make Notre Dame use their timeouts to stop you.
Yep.
And get the ball back with no timeouts, or you grind that clock out. Because if you're East, you have the ability to run the whole 5 minutes off if you have a Akia Brown. I mean, he can run the clock out if you feed him the ball. If I'm East, I hand the ball to Akia Brown till either we punt or we win the SOC title.
Oh, fumble!
Oh, my gosh. Brady Dalton just came up with what might be the biggest recovery of the season for the Tartans.
I'm telling you.
Wow, maybe the handoff to Kia wasn't the best plan.
That would have been a terrible place to lose the ball.
Wow, I'll tell you one thing.
With 5 minutes left.
Wow, that could have been a game changer.
Oh.
If the Titans fall on that, they definitely have a shot. Now the clock is running. 4:45 to go in the ball game.
Well, that's you got to think of the level of pressure that's going on right now with these kids.
Oh my God.
I mean, these kids are all under extreme amount of pressure right now.
You don't know what you're doing, and what the game plan is, but you know that. Oh, here we go with Akia Brown in the backfield. Flannery in motion. They hand the ball to Flannery. He's looking for room to run.
And they bring him
he
down.
He brings it ahead for a gain. Now, gosh. Kyle Flannery's touched the ball 1 time tonight. 2 times, both on kickoffs. Fumbled 1. And you hand him the ball with 4:07 to go. Shows a lot of confidence in the kid. Coach Gifford not afraid to give him the ball there. Me, on the other hand, I'm a little leery, but Coach Gifford's made some nice calls here to get the Tartans up and to be 9-0.
Well, looks like all the fans are getting on their feet.
Drew Lowe in the shotgun. Akia Brown behind.
Oh!
False
looks like a false start on the Tartans.
Wow.
That
is big.
There's a lot of pressure out there.
3:47 to go. What is going to happen here is going to be something special, boys. I'm telling you, to think that Spartan Stadium holds this much special moments.
Oh.
You know what I mean? How many Trojan games? How many Spartan games? All the NFL that was played here. Now you got these high school kids competing on the same field.
That's it.
Akia Brown gets what's lost back. but it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Mm-hmm.
Now this fourth down.
There's a flag. Late flag.
Whoa, this could be what changes the game here. Let's see what this flag is. If it's it's against the Tartans again. Boy, it's against the Tartans. Another personal foul. Who's that on?
I don't know. It happened
Andy,
on the
did
far
you see
side of the
anything over
field.
there?
No.
Personal foul against
Personal
the Tartans.
foul against the Tartans. And that moves it back.
They're going to have to punt it. Oh,
Man.
my gosh. And guess who you're punting it to? Sam Kaiser.
That's your only option.
Oh, my God.
3 minutes, 11 seconds left to go.
I've never seen a team commit so many personal fouls in one game.
I'm
it's
telling you.
been a while.
This is crazy.
That's number 7 on the Tartans. Dalton to punt. Oh, almost got blocked.
Almost.
But Kaiser lets it bounce, and it takes a Tartan bounce. But they're going to get it at the 45. 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go.
Excellent
The
field
Tartans
position.
score. They win.
That's it.
I should say they win. They score, they take the lead.
That's it.
We got a chance.
Oh! Do you hear that?
Jump around.
Jump around.
We got the Portsmouth coaching section over there dancing beside us. Kind of funny.
That's
Here
it.
come the Titans. Mater in motion.
There we
They
go.
give to
Hand off to
Kaiser.
Kaiser. Move forward.
Nowhere to go. The Tartans bottle him up. Clock is still running.
Number 1, Ethan Carter brings up second down and 10. Notre Dame.
What are we
Second
going to
down
do?
and 10.
As the clock continues to tick.
32-26.
Fans on both sides on their feet. Still at second down and 10. As the Titans really need something to happen.
Cassidy's going to throw, and he's got a man open.
He connects!
Oh! Completion down to the 15-yard line.
Man!
2 minutes to go. Cassidy.
And that stops the clock.
The pass to Chase Mattis for what is the biggest play of the game so far.
I'm telling you.
Chase Mattis with a great catch out there. Beat Brady Dalton down the sideline and got what we have, a barn burner.
That's
Just
it, man.
1:55 to go in the game. Tartans on the edge of loss.
Here comes Kaiser. He cuts up.
And brought down. 77.
You know?
Blaine Scott.
Kaiser getting some yards.
Boy, that was one play that's one decision Coach Gifford made that has been a changer. He put Blaine Scott on the defensive line, and he has made numerous tackles there at the line.
Yep. We're at 1:23 left to go.
Here we go.
Second down, 6 yards to the first.
I'm having trouble breathing.
Oh, this is awesome.
What a game. Oh,
we're looking for a
Cassidy runs
pass.
out again. He throws. Incomplete. As they're working on Flannery over there. Flannery has nothing.
But that stops the clock, you know? That stops the clock.
They threw it to Billy Book out there and had a chance for the touchdown, but a good defensive effort play by Mr. Flannery on the left corner. Who let the dogs out, Chuck? If I'm the Titans, I'm turning the music off, and I'm trying to let Drew Cassidy hear right now. You don't want no false starts. You don't want no jumps. You want the play in. You want the crowd to calm down. Calm down. Third down and 6. Everything on the season and on the line here for the Titans. Kaiser wants the ball, I'm sure. As a senior, you've got to give it here. If it comes down to it, you got to give it to him twice. For 6 yards, you give it to Kaiser twice.
Oh, we've got a timeout.
Timeout, Titans. With 1:10 to go, let's take our last break probably of the night. We'll be right back after this commercial.
I knew I wanted to do some sort of engineering when I first started, and I saw the plastics program. I just fell in love with it. I like to think things through and solve problems. It's so interesting. I actually want to work in the design part of it, from an idea to an end project. There's something for everybody here, I think.
The background I had at Shawnee State has made an impact on what I do now. They gave real-world experience. There's opportunities for graduates to start before they graduate. It's not just trial and error, it's applied knowledge.
And we're back. We're here at historic Spartan Stadium.
1:10 to go here. What Notre Dame's playoff life is on the line. They win, they're in. They lose, they're out. 1:10 to go, 32-26. Third down and 6.
Whew. This is a game.
The ball is on the 11-yard line. The Titans need to get 6 yards between the next 2 plays.
Either 6 yards or 11.
Or a miracle. And let's just see what they get. The Tartans been bit by the penalty bug. Try to hold here as Kaiser has the
Kaiser's moving,
pass.
and he passes, and it's intercepted.
Flannery with the interception in the end zone.
Man.
Kyle Flannery intercepts the halfback toss by Sam Kaiser. Woo!
That stops the clock with 1:05 left.
Don't celebrate yet, guys. This game is not over. We've seen Akia Brown fumble earlier. We've seen the Tartans shoot themselves in the foot numerous times with penalties. Do not hang your head here if you're the Titans. You played one heck of a game, and you still have a minute to go.
That's it.
The crowd is starting to pour out of here as they think this game is over. But, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen a lot happen. In the first minute of the game, we had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So don't go away.
First quarter.
First quarter, yes.
All right, everybody's back out.
We got Bill Shope over here slapping high fives. He says this Tartans are 10-0.
They're going to try to run the clock out.
Titans got to take the timeouts. 1:01 to go in the game. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm not celebrating yet.
Not yet.
Because, honestly, this game is not over.
No.
Notre Dame has maybe, no timeouts left?
Well, they just took this one.
Sam is Kaiser's disappointed with himself, but I'm going to tell you right now,
Sam,
Kaiser family, if you watch this, your kid's one of the best players in the area, bar none.
Mm-hmm.
And just because they ask him to do a halfback toss and you threw an interception does not mean you lost the game.
No.
Because they would not have 26 points if it wasn't for number 2.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have nothing this year.
You know what? If
it wasn't for Cassidy and Kaiser and these kids playing their hearts out.
These kids have all played an incredible game, both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all doing a great job.
But you just watch Sam's emotions out there. It's just beating himself up, and it really,
Well, it's a hard thing to take.
Yeah, but he didn't lose the game.
No. Oh, no.
Drew missed 2 extra points, or 2 field goals. They lost Johnson. They lost Cassidy, the 34, the linebacker. And it's just been
as the clock kicks
the
down.
Tartan fans are chanting SOC. SOC. They have been 10-0 for the season, moving into the playoffs next week.
There we go. They're running the clock.
26 seconds to go. Drew will take a knee, and the Tartans will be victorious.
And that's the game.
That's the ball game.
Notre Dame, 26. East, 32. An incredible game. Back and forth the whole night long. These the kids played their hearts out. What a game to end our regular season with.
Yes, it was.
These kids were great to watch this evening. I know one side's going home extremely happy. The other side is going home a little dejected. But they all played an incredible game.
They did. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors, and we'll have a couple interviews up here, and we'll see what we can do to end out this regular season. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Let's see if we can get you some help.
Who do you think you're going to get to help me this time of night?
Thank you for calling King's Daughters. This is Natalie. How can I help you?
My husband has a pretty bad cough, and it seems like it's getting worse.
Let's see about getting him in to see a provider.
Care 24/7. Free advice, help, and scheduling 24 hours a day.
Honey, I think they can get you in as soon as the morning.
That fast?
That fast.
Care 24/7. Here when you need it.
Welcome back to Spartan Stadium, historical Spartan Stadium, as the East High Tartans are victorious, 32-26, becoming 10-0 and SOC champs. We have Blaine Scott, number 77, a junior lineman from East here. He's our Portsmouth big block of the game. Blaine, thanks for coming up.
Thank you, sir. It was a heck of a win tonight. I'm glad to be up, and I'm glad that we're SOC champs.
Big blocks that you had, numerous pancakes. At one time, I think we said that you had more pancakes than IHOP. Yeah. What do you think about that?
It could be true. I mean, I was flipping them like no tomorrow. So I mean, that could be true.
Well, we did say numerous times that you had a Titan down on a pancake block, and Chuck even mentioned that he liked his pancakes stacked up, and that's kind of what you were doing tonight. But is there anybody out there you'd like to thank, or anything you'd like to say to some of the crowd out there?
Yeah, first and foremost, I just want to thank my Lord Jesus Christ for everything He's blessed me with, and for all the gifts He's given me to play the great game I love. I want to thank my mom, my dad for supporting me throughout it all. You know, through high school basketball, football, through the recruiting process, and through adversity, everything I fought. And just thank all the East Tartan fans for being at every game. Special shout out to Kia's grandma, Wavette, for being so freaking loud. It's nuts. So it's just it's a blessing that this community will get together like this and come cheer us on like they do.
And you've seen a lot of Tartan fans here. The whole community still out on the field celebrating your guys' playoff push. But you got to thank Coach Gifford for the opportunity he's opened up for you. He's been their right-hand man, getting you into a lot of visits.
Yeah, Coach Giff, he is just flat out just not even – he's the greatest coach I've ever played for, let alone the greatest person I've ever played for. I mean, he's helped me through everything, from adversity I faced through my knee injury, through just teaching me everything I know about the game, to just being a mentor for me, and just I just can't put into words of how much he's done for me throughout the years.
Well, Blaine is a national recognized offensive lineman. Ranked right now number 17 for all junior offensive linemen in the country. Had over 40 scholarship offers. Been on a few visits lately. But I know you're excited about the playoffs, and you got some big decisions ahead of you, but those all can wait. You ready for the playoffs next week?
Yeah, I mean, this tonight was nice. I mean, victory over our rival, SOC Championship 10-0, but it's not time to get complacent. It's time to go win East High School's first ever playoff game, and then take it farther and hopefully get one of them big rings on this finger right here come the end of the season.
Right. Well, we do want to wish you the best next week in your playoff game. You should be hosting a playoff game, which would be next Saturday night. But we do want to thank you again for coming up, Blaine. You are our Portsmouth big block of the game, and you also had some minutes at defense today too.
Yeah, it was kind of unexpected, but I looked at Coach and I was like, for everything you've done for me, I can put my body on the line for 4 quarters and go as hard as I can. I was like, just give me a shot. And he trusted my opinion. I'm an upperclassman now. He trusted me, so we went with it.
All right. Well, we do want to thank you again for coming up, Blaine. You've been our Portsmouth big block of the game, and again, we want to thank you for stopping by. We'll be right back with our Toro Loco player of the game right after this word. Good job, buddy.
Let's see if we can get you some help.
Who do you think you're going to get to help me this time of night?
Thank you for calling King's Daughters. This is Natalie. How can I help you?
My husband has a pretty bad cough, and it seems like it's getting worse.
Let's see about getting him in to see a provider.
Care 24/7. Free advice, help, and scheduling 24 hours a day.
Honey, I think they can get you in as soon as the morning.
That fast?
That fast.
Care 24/7. Here when you need it.
The SOC champs, the Sodaville East Tartans, and we're here with their main man, number 32, Akia Brown. One special kid, one great athlete, and Akia, you're our Toro Loco player of the game. Thanks for coming up, man.
Thanks for having me. I wanted to give thanks to all my teammates and coaches for having faith in me, giving me the ball, and letting us lead it to the victory.
Well, at times, Zakia, Notre Dame had 7 or 8 kids in the box looking for you, looking to stop the run, but you've hurt them in more than one way. You had a big fumble recovery on defense. You had a punt return for a touchdown. You caught a touchdown, ran a touchdown. I mean, you pretty much did it all. But that's one of the big reasons that you are the all-time leading gain of yards for East and rushing leader. You're also the high school basketball all-time leading scorer, Kia. You are one heck of a role model for all your brothers and kids that look up to you in Sodaville. And I know you need to hold your head high, man, because you're one heck of a kid and a great player. Anybody out there you want to thank or say a special thanks to? Because you know your mom and dad and your mama and all them out there have been waiting on you to say thanks to them.
Yeah, my family, the community, and coaches, and all the players for still having faith in me or having trust in me after the fumble, and just keep going hard.
I was up here, and it's funny that you mentioned the fumble because I was up here, and I said, if I'm the coach, I'm giving the ball to 32 until the clock runs out, and nobody else is touching it. And about that time, you fumbled. But you were quick to get back on it, and you got back on the horse. You led the Tartans to an SOC championship. How's it feel to be 10-0?
It feels amazing. Hard work and dedication all summer. Fighting with my brothers, so wouldn't rather do it with anybody else.
Well, I said one thing that really stands out, a game at Spartan Stadium. If you think back to 1996 to 98, your dad was running on this same field, making spin moves, making people miss just like you. And to watch number 32 score again on the same field that his dad did was a very special moment for me, and I know it's a special moment for you. But we want to say thanks again for coming up. You're one heck of a kid, man. I love you. All right, brother?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. That's Toro Loco, player of the game. That's number 32, Akia Brown. We'll be right back with the word from Drew Lowe, the quarterback of the undefeated Tartans, right after this word. We're back with our last guest of the regular season, Mr. Drew Lowe. Drew is the quarterback for the 10-0 Tartans, the all-time leading passer in Tartan history, and has led the Tartans to an undefeated season and into the playoffs. Drew, what a heck of a game you had tonight. Thanks for coming up, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Don't be so soft-spoken, Drew. You can relax a little bit. The game's over. You're already SOC champs. Thanks for coming up, Drew.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Drew, we talked about you tonight, and we talked about some of the passes that you made. I mean, you hooked up with Akia right off the bat for a long touchdown pass. You had another one to number 82 looked like a deep post pattern that you threw to him. Was you shook a little bit at the first quarter with the way the Titans jumped out on you?
The start of the game, we usually like to take the ball first. So for them taking the ball and winning the toss, that was a disadvantage for us because we like to set the tone, and that's our offensive game plan usually. But I think our defense was prepared, and we didn't execute early, but our offense finally started clicking, and that's what led us to a victory tonight.
Well, I talked about you tonight during the broadcast, and I talked to him about that you might have been my best assistant coach I've ever had as a coach when I was with you on the sidelines at the basketball season and watching you lead the huddle and stuff out there. You are a coach on the field. A lot of kids at East look up to you for your leadership. A 4.0 student, great kid. In the classroom, outside the classroom. And I think your leadership goes a long way to show how much dedication you have and how much time you put in, not to just football, but basketball, baseball. You play all three sports for East, and you play them hard. And you're a leader of the community, and I think that's one big thing that stands out about you. But one thing I want to compliment you on is, though, how smart you are. On the field or on the court, you always know exactly what's going on and where to get kids in position at. I don't know how many times I watched you put kids in the right places tonight to get the Tartans in position to make good plays. It's been an honor to have you up here tonight, and you're our offensive player of the game for the Tartans, leading them to a 10-0 season. Drew, anybody you want to thank out there, buddy?
Of course, I want to thank my parents and, of course, my teammates. I can't do it without my teammates. The line up front blocking, defensively, giving up. This is the most we've been scored on all year. 26 points. That's a great accomplishment for us, and it's a dream. That's the biggest thing. It's a dream accomplished for all these kids. Being a part of the program for 14 years now, being on the sideline, Being with Coach Hall when they went 10-0, this just caps off my football career at East in the regular season, and hopefully we'll go deep in the playoffs.
Well, you know, Drew, one thing that goes for sure is that you're in the record books now as the East all-time passing leader. If you would have told me or you, 2 years ago, I'm coaching you in AAU. We're together every weekend. We're traveling all over the country to play ball. If you'd have told me or you either one that you were going to lead the East High Tartans your senior year to 10-0 as quarterback, I don't know if either one of us would have bought it because you've only been quarterback for 2 years. Now you hold all the passing records. So it's been a big accomplishment. It goes a lot to show for how hard you've worked. But, man, you're one heck of a kid, and I want to thank you again for coming up, okay? Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's Drew Lowe. He's our offensive player of the game for the Tartans, and he's led them to a 10-0 season. When I come back, I'll be with Chuck, and we'll do a recap of this week's game, and we'll be right back after commercial break.
Today at Amelia Gray, we're doing makeovers. Be sure to stay tuned for our big reveal.
I'm Kristen. I graduated from Shawnee and I'm currently teaching in China. I work at the largest international kindergarten in my region. We teach through singing, dancing, and body language. I completed the program in China with my student teaching.
I'm Alex and I'm an education major. Other classmates would often ask me for help, and then a few teachers told me that I should tutor. I want to be able to show how complex concepts can relate to real life. If you can help someone learn something, you yourself understand it better.
Amelia Gray has skincare and cosmetics made just for you. Be sure to visit us online and check us out on Facebook for more videos and information.
Week 10 with a victory for the East High Tartans over the Notre Dame Titans.
Week
Big
10,
game.
Regular season.
It's over. We've been through it all. We've been at Willersburg. We've been at West. We've been at Memphis. We've been here at Spartan Stadium. We've been at Valley. We've been everywhere.
Seems like it's gone so fast.
It has. We have a couple teams, though, making the playoffs. Willersburg's definitely in. East is definitely in. They punched their ticket tonight. They'll both be in playoff action. And we'll have our playoff schedule posted on our online for this week to let you know exactly where we'll be for the playoff games.
Yeah, hit our Facebook because we'll definitely have it on Facebook. We'll definitely have it out there on Facebook. We'll probably post it on our website as well. So keep checking back as we develop our sponsorship and our track for where we're going to go.
We'd also like to just mention one last time a big State Farm benefit that's going on. They're trying to revitalize the Spartan Stadium. They get a $25,000 grant if they win, and right now we're the lead. Do you want to tell them a little bit about that, Chuck?
Yes, it's the Neighborhood Assist Program. It's offered by State Farm. It's for communities across the country who have revitalization programs for areas in their communities that need revitalized. The particular project here is the Spartan Stadium, which we're sitting in, a historic landmark for us and for the NFL. And basically, you can go to neighborhoodassist.com, find our video, and from there you can vote up to 10 times a day from now through through November 4th.
And Portsmouth's in the lead right now, so go on there and vote. Make sure you do that for them. Again, go out and support our local merchants that make this all possible. Get out and support your local businesses. Thanks again to all our sponsors that made this season a success. KDMC of Ohio, one of our huge sponsors. McDonald's does our post game. Want to thank them. Toro Loco with our player of the game, and Portsmouth Block with our big block of the game. So again, Week 10 is in the books. East High Tartans go 10-0 with a 32-26 victory over the Notre Dame Titans.
2 10-0s in SOC 1-0.
Willersburg and East both 10-0. I'm Adam Cox with Chuck Jones. We're going to sign off, and we'll be back next time you see us with playoff football here in Southern Ohio.